Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Hey. Apollo Justice. What a game this has been. Let me go up in chat and say hello to everyone. La Yaya, hello, welcome in. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? ¿Cómo te encuentras? Mars, it's happening. Your wife is coming back. Mark, yo, ¿cómo estás? Nameless, que te vaya muy bien, que te pases muy bien en la cena y gracias por pasarte a decir hola. De verdad, madre mía, qué ganas tengo de seguir. I am so excited to continue playing this game. Dude, I'm going to work in the Alcañiz ambulance for the 18th time. Ay, Dios mío. Mucho ánimo la Yaya. I'm going to Blue Parrot. I'm going to the party. I just came here to say hi and also the Deadless Labs. Que lo pase muy bien la fiesta. Have a good party and I hope you enjoy it a lot. Luego te cuento porque ha habido drama. Hostia. Buah. Calla, Rey, pásate bien en los tribunales. Bueno, primero hay que ver el crimen. Y luego hablamos de tribunales. ¿Wifey? ¿Francisca? No, creo que es sí, Christoph Gavin. Smell the hormones. Apollo Justice. Ah, male wifey. I get it. No, the 18th Monday. Tengo miedo de que le quieran hacer daño a mi niña. Los últimos casos son peligrosos. Nah, Trucy will be fine. Everything's fine. Pyrrha is okay. Alright, let me go ahead and jump into the game right away. ¿Cómo habéis estado? How was everyone this week? How was everyone today? Had a good week? Had a good day today? Tengo que mirar por qué hace eso. I should look into how to fix that, but you know, I am very dumb. And I also like not doing stuff. El móvil, me falta el móvil. I need to put the chat on my phone. Give me like a moment, chat. Un segundito. Give me like 1 nanosecond, chat. Vale, ahí estamos. Este caso es chill, bueno. Uy, si le dices vos me preocupo más. Just came back from Paris. Paris. Can't stop thinking about the wifey. Wow, I've been in Paris like not so long ago. I think it was like last summer. Man, I've been to Paris twice and I haven't even gone to the Louvre once. Fucking insane. Este caso chill, no te creo. No te creo, la Yaya. I don't trust you, la Yaya. Smell the hormones, deja por en paz. Es broma. Pero sí, desde que vi el headcanon de que es trans, no puedo dejar de pensar en ello porque se lo parece. Yes, Gavin Sexo, Mr. Sex. Gavin, everyone from the Gavin family is like Mr. Sex. En general porque hay mucho amor en el ambiente. Trust me, it's chill. Turnabout Succession. Chan. Decidme si se me escucha bien la voz y el juego. Please do let me know if like the game sounds too low or too high. And that is the whole truth of this case. Hackerman. Okay. Chat, is this real? Is the gunshot real? In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. I'm going to assume that this is either Apollo or Phoenix talking. Phoenix. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. Okay. And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Oh dear. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. Oh! Not menacing at all. Not menacing at all. Let me catch up on chat. Trust me, it's still nothing important as our favorite hobo will tell you. Succession, el drama de los 4 temporadas de HBO, sí. Xavier would not care about Transpolo, as he would say, as long as it has a hole, I would smash it. Ojo, un ECG que está bien hecho. Madre mía, no me lo creo, sí, sí. Me when I'm tired, literally. Christoph Jumpscare. Oh, Dios mío. I think Mars... Mars, are you okay, buddy? Are you feeling okay? All good? Yeah, just give them a moment. October 7th, 10:37 a.m. Write Anything Agency. Hey, Apollo! Look, on TV! Look! Okay, Trucy is fine. Trucy is okay. Thank God. Wink twice if you need help. Me voy a poner agua ya. I'm going to pour myself some more water. Right out of the gate. She's okay, yet. Yeah, I'm kinda busy. Apollo just works here out of inertia, basically. Bonk myself.
Oh, look at that. He's the last Cromarie. Alright, amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this.
Ow, what? I was writing about our last case in my journal.
Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And why now? That case was 3 months ago.
Yeah, but I have ADHD, Trucy.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I'm fine. I'm Mars and I'm fine. Oof, kinda getting a little bit steamy in chat, I can see. Okay, I calm down. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how La Miroir disappeared.
Ah, that's right. Uncle Valant did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now.
I was just getting to the good part. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What the fuck, Phoenix?
What you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum.
The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gavines concert was.
Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary Troop Grammar.
Wow. No son sutiles, eh. Wow, they are not subtle at all. La actuar de figura paterna te la sabes, Phoenix, no. Okay, so we have Valant, La Miroir, and the victim from the first case. Wow, who would have thought? La fe pagará por no se sabe eso, así que no. Wow, I wonder who Trucy's parents truly are. I'm not certain now. Oh, I wonder who that female woman is there. Game, I'm not stupid. Las ventiladas y medio caso. Es que se ve a la legua. It's so fucking obvious. Nah, no creo, yo creo que sí. O sea, no me jodas. Like, okay, sure, whatever.
The legendary Troop Grammar is performing for the first time in 7 years.
Like, I don't have her. No, we don't have her. Like, o sea, mírale el pelo, cómo termina a la Miroir. Mira cómo le acaba el pelo en la cabeza. Y mira a Trucy en la derecha. Te lo juro, me encanta. Apollo y Trucy son tontísimos. No saben reconocer caras. Es mi headcanon. My headcanon is that Trucy and Apollo don't know how to recognize. ¿Recordáis a Kazuma? Yes. I remember Kazuma very well. Dios mío, eso sí que fue inteligente porque al menos Ryunosuke y Susato estaban en plan, nah, pero es él, estamos segurísimos. Es que seguro que es él. O sea, ahí tenía sentido. The game thinks we would fall for a dumb joke like Pin is right. Yeah. Rune immediately. Oh my god, Kazuma is alive. Y esto es como... Anda, ¿quién es? Era literalmente él. Sí, bienvenido Sebas. Ay, Dios mío, qué puta risa. Es que, tío, como ahora mismo me digan, no, es que no sabemos quiénes son, jaja. Me voy a pegar un tiro.
The legendary Troop Gallery is performing for the first time in 7 years.
Joder, me ha enviado mi prima un audio ahora mismo. Un segundo, chat. Ahora, I will be right back. Hold on a second, chat. He volvido. I'm back. There is one secret left to discover. Ooh.
Ah, that's going to be great. I'm so there.
Trucy. Trucy, I'm begging you.
You and Daddy are coming too.
Trucy. Trucy. The legendary Grommaries. Okay, so like the victim from the first case had a picture of Trucy, and now Lamy Wag is part of the Grommaries, and she has the same hair as Trucy. What the fuck? Okay, the legendary Grommaries. If Trucy's real father were still alive, Apollo! God, my hands hurt from the keyboard smash of before. Steamed too badly for that guy Christoph. Now not easy. I swear to God, if my mom keeps insisting I'm not autistic, game for real. Apollo! He would be on that stage performing miracles.
I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo.
Magic show ticket received. I'm crying. Estoy llorando. I am literally crying.
Are you ready, Apollo?
Ready? For what?
For what? For the Troop Grammary Grand Magic Show.
It's not like I'm getting up on stage or anything. Dios mío, es que literalmente Ryunosuke y Susato, mis putos MVPs. ¿Cómo les quiero tanto? Poli, I love you and your sassiness. However. Dios, 70 pavos, sí. If. Oli, estoy en un concierto, es que no escucho una caca. Venga, de mesito. Pásatelo bien en el concierto. Están los teloneros de momento.
What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not part of what's going on of what's going on up on stage. I'll lend you my spare costume if you need one.
Ooh! Apollo in Trucy's costume. Oh my god, I need to see that. Huh? You mean I can go in this?
No.
Trucy's face.
No.
My sweet Polly Pocket, I can't defend you like this, also cause my hands hurt. Doesn't get more straightforward than that. No. Saca la pistola. No. Pulls out a gun.
No. No, Apollo. Put on the magician costume.
Clavier would still smash, indeed. Oh, Dios mío. $70. $70 pavetes. Me pego un tiro. Alright. Ah, you're here. Are you working hard or hardly working? You! Hey, how have you been?
Hi there, stranger.
Not exactly the kind of greeting I would want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time. Haha, how goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you.
Yay, pudding! I love pudding. Ooh, it's farm fresh.
Where did you go, Phoenix?
And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself.
Well, I'm bit. Mood. $70 to see an old man pulling things out of his clothes, I swear to God. Hi, Penis Rice, how you doing, Hottie?
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You've got to take it easy with the secrets, you know.
Oh, una toca la batería y encima la cantante, nice. Balant, puta, más te va a pagar impuestos en esa robada de riñón. Balant better be paying taxes for that steal of a ticket. Holy hell. How right you are. So, you still can't tell us what your mission is? Nah. Maybe this time. It has something to do with you anyway. Huh? With me?
Ooh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy. Dun 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 dun.
Can't I just be a defense attorney?
To be honest,
Telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me. You've heard of the jurist system, right? Yes?
The jurist system?
That's right. The new legal system everyone's talking about.
Have you heard of it, Apollo?
Huh? Maybe? God, penis rice, show me your penis rice. Jail Mars, Bonk Mars. Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought. The jurist system, huh?
So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing?
Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is?
I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy is innocent or guilty.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know, Apollo?
Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. Great Ace Attorney. Great Ace Attorney. Okay. Me confundí. On it, boss. Bonk Mars. He's a lawyer penis. I sure hope he's heard about jurors. They're calling the new system the jurist system.
No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor.
Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. Ah, and there will be only 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Dios mío, it is Great Ace Attorney.
Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo.
Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. Apollo did not pass the bar. No, that just shows how much in the future and how much dystopic the legal system has become for them. I don't think that's like a character flaw or anything. I think that's just how fucked up the whole legal system in the present Ace Attorney timeline is, you know? O sea, es que es graciosísimo porque el jurado de Inglaterra en el Great Ace Attorney era mucho más justo que el jurado de hoy en día. Es increíble. Be right back, I'm going to eat. Nice. When you return, please let us know what you have eaten for dinner.
I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright.
Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, en Mascot Apollo. The perfect team. Mascot Apollo. Ryunosuke no hizo muy buena escuela. Él lo intentó. Mascot? Hey. I trust you, Thark. Thank you. So, what is this secret mission? The jurist system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo. Not like my ancestor was like doing it, and it was like perfectly fine, you know, but like, okay. The theme understander.
Ah, too true. Everyone's got an opinion and they just talk and talk about and nothing gets decided.
I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that reaction pick a lot.
Kind of like you, Apollo.
The theme understander, el que tiene... Yo no caigo ante el demonio de la comprensión lectora. I don't lose against the reading comprehension devil. I kill the reading comprehension devil.
Kind of like you, Apollo.
Oh, I'm not that bad, am I? In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will.
I don't like tests.
We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping? How? Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Jurist System Simulated Courts Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist, candidates, even the judge in the courtroom.
Wow, it's like you have a real job.
Trucy basada. Trucy based. I was never that good at the piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. Trucy really said, "Go get a job, you fucking... you hobo." The trial is tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is.
Hey, simulation, huh? Sounds interesting.
So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Well, since it is the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple.
Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious.
True, the case is a murder. The most simple case of them all. That's not simple at all.
By simple, did you mean that the defendant is...
Guilty. Yes. Most likely. So, good luck, Apollo.
With what?
With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it has something to do with you.
Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway, no sweat.
Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided.
And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious in a worst case scenario.
Se tenía que forrar jugando al póker. Con Trucy al lado, sí. Bromita. Ah, you mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial.
All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 AM. Hope you can make room in your schedule.
Why am I only hearing about this now?
Ah, yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case.
Eh?
Something that happened last night.
Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission. But what about this? The Trilogy Grand Magic Show.
Huh? Oh, right, the card tricks.
They're not card tricks. They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse. Heaven and earth will shake.
So what? That's 3 whole days from now.
It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Valant.
Have fun.
What? I can go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing.
Trucy, you're like the most outgoing person I know. From this game. Right.
Why not go with her?
But what about the secret mission?
Oh, don't worry about that. You will hear all about it tomorrow regardless.
I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me.
Yippee! Then you can take me to the Coliseum.
A ver, no es muy complicado eso, cierto. I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there.
Ah, Gramarye. That reminds me.
What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat the Gramarye seal?
With a kanji to make its face. La cara del símbolo es un kanji. Goddamn whips.
It's the whips. It's always the whips. Consider it a birthday present, Trucy.
Thanks, it's great. But today isn't my birthday.
Good point. What day is it today, Apollo?
Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day.
Then it's a Recycle Your Plastics present.
Yippee! So it's plastic.
Traigan a Fra.
Sí.
I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So, what is it?
Can you open it, Daddy?
No. Ooh. Oh, God.
Serious, Phoenix.
Huh?
You will need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then.
Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then?
Because that would be the logical thing to do. An envelope about the Gramarye, huh? Alright, so what case are you going to use?
You really want to know, don't you?
Of course I do. I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I?
If all goes well, then yes.
Of course, this is just a test.
We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate as it were.
There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose damn idea was that anyway?
Well, mine. Committee chair, remember?
God damn it, Phoenix. No.
Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime.
Good, that's better.
But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case.
What? Then how am I supposed to defend?
You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it.
I don't trust Phoenix. But you don't want it to backfire, do you?
Apollo, if I am in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility. For good or for bad.
¿Qué le pasa a Phoenix? Phoenix, are you okay? Are you alright? Do you want to speak? Do you want to talk?
Just do what you can. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
In his head, it was incredible. En su cabeza era increíble. En su cabeza era espectacular.
Alright. I would recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there.
But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved.
Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk.
Well, time's a wasting.
Puto. Ah, presenting, are we? I did my fair share of that back in the day. Got my attorney's badge a lot too.
Están. They are acknowledging the joke. He's playing 4D chess. I don't like when he does that.
He may look cool and calm now, but you should have seen him before.
You know me too well, Trucy.
I'm glad I provided this opportunity for a little family bonding.
Ah, presenting, are we?
No, it's the same. It's the same text. Ah. Okay, let's investigate F. Ah, looky here, a handwritten signature. It says... I can't read it, oh my god. The one who wrote this, is he doctor?
That seems odd to me. I mean, isn't the signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can read it?
Isn't it enough if you can read your own?
Oh, I never thought of it that way.
Interesting. Okay. Let's go talk with our client. October 7, Detention Center. Visitor's room. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes!
Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us.
You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way.
Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" and they're standing right behind you? Oh, guard. Is your client going to be much longer?
What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet?
Huh?
Oh. Oh, Dios mío. Where did you come from? Well... Anyway, please have a seat. This is the girl that that fell back at the beginning of the case on the cutscene.
I'm nervous, Apollo.
It's the silence, it builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you?
That's right. Okay.
Yes! I'm the magic Mr. Hart!
Oh.
She passed out.
Oh my god, Trucy, you killed her! Oh no! Trucy, now I have to defend you in court. Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. No, Apollo, no! Apollo, we said not to speak of the underwear ever again. Potatoes, welcome back, Mars. Oh, you had potatoes for dinner. Oh, potatoes are... Yes, kiss.
That's magic panties, Apollo.
Hi.
Sorry.
Sorry, Chad, speaking so much makes me sleepy. Vale, me he quitado la bata porque tenía mucho calor. I took my coat off because I was like, oh, too hot in here. Wait for the 3D version of the P word, oh no. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know. And by fate, I mean destiny. You know I'm good with astrology. Apollo. Tell me, what's your sign?
I can tell you mine if you would like, Apollo.
No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. So what's your name? Oh, right, I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo, Apollo Justice. Mark, nos ha tocado Shirabe. Holy shit, my Erasmus peers are so late, oh no.
And I'm Trucy right.
I know, this is getting nowhere fast. I ate potatoes, wish I was eating Christoph instead though, oh my goodness. I can stay here for 10 more minutes, nice. Hey, I know, maybe you can tell us what happened? I'm your defense attorney after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately?
Well, the other day, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions.
Later, Druzy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Though I think I understand this pair a little better now.
You did good, Apollo.
¿Yoshikage Kira?
Look, she's doing her nails.
Si fuera Shiname sería la víctima con vos. Nah. Thank you for the hydration, Mars. What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
Could you read this?
Sure. Oh, I feel like a teenager on a first date. And this is the love letter we pass from desk to desk at school.
Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo.
It's a business card with a name and an address. The name is Vera Misham. The address is for Drew Studios. Drew, okay. Drew Studio. Slay. Christoph mentioned he also does his nails, what a gentleman he is. And you're giving me this card because... Well, looks like we're finished here.
I wonder if Drew Studio is the scene of the crime.
Let's go find out. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. So, remember how in the first cinematic of the first case, there was a painter drawing and that never came up in the first case? I think it has something to do with this room. Oh no, there's gonna be him in this case. October 7th, Drew Studio. Wow, this looks like... It looks like a studio.
It's like life imitating art. Or maybe it's the other way around.
Se ganan los teloneros, se celebra.
Yeah, nice mug.
You will find out who, I'm scared.
But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring.
Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene.
Apollo, look at all those paintings.
Hey, don't touch those.
It's okay, I'm just looking.
That's just a photo.
Apollo, look at this one.
Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath.
But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all.
Yeah, good point. That is odd. We just... yoink?
All the paintings have a really different style too.
We just took all of them. All of them? Why? Why did we take all of them? Well, what do we have here? I have this exact same painting in my house. Well, not the same, but like similar style, you know. It looks like a person thinking about something.
Maybe they're worried?
Like, what should I have for supper? A hot dog or a hamburger? A police smooth criminal, yes. They didn't remaster the painting. It's important, Thark, do not question. Oh god.
You know, I've always wondered about that. Why is there supper and dinner? Are they different meals or the same thing?
Maybe that's what this person's thinking about. Is that a pufferfish?
Apollo, that's clearly porcupine fish.
They're not the same thing?
You know what gets me? They've got all these needles, right? But what's protecting that soft spot on their belly there? Nothing.
Must remember to keep Trucy away from small round fish. Trucy violenta. It's a Miro thing. I may be wrong, fuck artist. That puffer fish kinda looks like me. You also inflate with the spikes when you see Christoph Gavin? Is that it, Mars?
Apollo, look at this painting. You can see the rough sketch.
Oh, looks like it was only half completed.
Ah, that's funny. Do the rough sketch and the finished painting look totally different to you too?
They do actually. What is that all about? Oh, I still haven't checked the thing.
What a pretty business card. Looks like a postcard almost.
And on the back, just her name.
That seems odd to me.
Huh? What does?
Why write your name on the front and back of the card?
Vera Misham.
Why not use the space on the back for a self-portrait or a caricature? Then people would remember what you look like too.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Puffy, head empty, looking in the void, I see scary things and I go puff. I am basically pufferfish. I see.
Here, give me one of your cards, Apollo.
She's drawing something. Hey, my hair's not that spiky. Ah, I thought I might find you two here. Oh, I thought I might find you two here. Emma.
Emma, long time no see.
Oh, it seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here too. You know the trial simulation tomorrow? I heard about it, sure. So, Mr. Wright chose you, huh? We don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham.
Misham.
And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. Emma, stop abusing Apollo by throwing snacks at him. No. She can do it, she's a queen. We let her.
It was funny though.
See, even Trucy agrees with me. It's funny.
You seem more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder.
Ah, you don't say. Not even my poisoning. That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning's a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman.
Poisoning?
Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you would be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snacks. We can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around. Which means we'd better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Not to Polly Pocket though, my baby. Or else. Alright, what is this painting over here?
Hey! There's a painting hidden back here.
Hey, you're right.
What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it?
You certainly seem pleased by the possibility.
Ah, it's so normal.
That's hardly something to get mad about. So it's a copy.
Huh? What is it, Apollo?
Well, doesn't this painting look like... never mind. I'd better get a professional opinion on this. Oh, that's the big deal coffee mug.
Aha, so the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poison mug of coffee.
Shakespeare vibe. I would hope so. Poison coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee.
What?
You will have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side after all. I Imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use.
Guest?
Did the police already analyze this cup too?
Not a trace of poison was found on that cup.
So, the killer was after Drew Misham alone. Sketchy business here. I don't know, but I don't know you, but I smell it. Old men in this game are never good. Yeah, just like Christoph Gavin.
Hey, look there! That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about.
Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, this stain is probably... better ask Emma. I don't think you can do that, Apollo.
That letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this.
Let's take a look. Empty.
The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Misham would put his letters in there. And the postman took them away.
Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather.
My murderous meow meow.
Eek, Apollo! That's where the body was.
That's the spot where Mr. Drew Misham passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment...
There's quite a bit of paint on the ground.
I see that half-painted painting there. He must have been working that right up to the moment he died.
Wow, a true artist to the end.
Or maybe he started it a year ago and was procrastinating.
He's just like me for real, for real. I know I act all thirsty about him, but I would give him a simple and incredibly ethical kiss on the forehead. That's fair. No, that's quite fair, you know.
I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love foils. You know how they're so thick? Is that the word?
These paints are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different these all are.
Yeah, and what's going on with this half-finished one?
It must have been a work in progress. You can still see the raw sketch below.
That's what's so weird. The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts.
We have read this exact line of text 3 times already. I noticed that is weird. I don't think we have... Ah, there's more key. Oh, oh my goodness. Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Oh, I hate when they make me do this. Something about the way that figure is posed.
I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo. See, you're making one of your flamboyant gestures.
Please, I am a professional. I wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence? Objection. He's 1.83 long guy. He must be very nice to sleep with. Something to hug, you know. I wouldn't know. I myself I am 1.95 meters long, so you know it's hard for me to find something big enough to hug. So this is Drew Misham.
And this little girl must be Vera.
Yes, 195. I am a literal JoJo. A Jonathan Joestar per se. Compartí vertebra Stark. No. Holy Christ, yeah, everyone reacts like that when they find out.
Yes, they took some years ago. They look close, a happy little family.
Until you arrested his daughter.
Oh, I was personally against that, okay. She just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking.
Right. I'm only 1.50 generous. Es alto el tío, tú también eres alto, no me jodas. But I mean, for the age, I guess.
Oh, cute! Look at the tiny frame, Apollo.
I'm still short for my age. Ey, me ducho, pero te tengo de fondo. Venga, Knight. Gracias por pasarte. I was 195 when I was like 17. I'm still the same. I haven't grown anymore since then. I was always too tall for my age. When I was 14, someone said, "Oh, you are like 20 years old." I'm like, "No, I'm 14." What the fuck? Don't you see that I'm a little kid? And they were like, "But you are so tall." And I'm like, "That's not how that works."
Oh, cute! Look at the tiny frame, Apollo.
Tiny is right. Mars, I've been 1.54 centimeters since 14 years old. Uf. Madre mía. Estamos revelando hoy las alturas en chat por lo que veo. Nah, pero tú eres bastante alto, Laia. Pero tú eres alto. Tú eres alto normal. Yo soy alto mutante. I'm 24. Darkrai saves some inches for the most unlucky ones. Trust me, you don't want to be this tall. 1.85, 23-year-old. That's perfectly okay and fine, Laia. You're above the medium. Eso es normal. Tiny is right. That thing is barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that?
None, apparently. It's empty.
There's no glass in it either. What's it doing sitting on the desk? A couple of centimeters dark. Let me be at least 160. Lo haría si pudiera. I would if I could, everyone. Trust me, I would if I could. Yeah, but I wanted to reach 2 meters. No, no quieres. La Yaya, créeme, no quieres. No quieres ser tan alto. No quieres. No. De verdad. I don't want to be a midget though. I'm 15 and not even 1.50. I'm like 1.47. I mean, Apollo is also a short king. Okay, so believe in yourself. Even if you're small, you're still a short king. What's it doing here, sitting on the desk?
This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames.
Don't worry, Mars. My friend is exactly your age. They are 26. Apollo is 1.65 of virility. Is this a journal?
Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he?
It's new. He didn't write a single line.
Ah, you had me going for a while there.
I don't know English, Christ. No, ha sido un tongue twister, no te rayes.
Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy?
Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen?
But it doesn't have a pointy end.
That was most likely for sweeping the treatise off the desk.
Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma.
Bold and scientific, that's my motto. Bold and scientific. English is hard, don't blame yourself. Everyone sleeps from time to time, even the English. My family uses the fact that I'm short to pay less the tickets of stuff. I mean, if it works, you know, it's money that you're saving. This envelope has been opened and resealed.
Ooh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh?
Whoever did this wasn't so delicate.
You're right. Looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark on this letter. It's from 7 years ago.
Why would someone open a letter then seal it again? I'd better hang on to this. Joink. They see stuff like I'm 11 or 12, so they have kids discount. I see. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable with that, you should probably speak with your family about it. Like, I'm sure if you explain it, they will understand.
Hey, Apollo, this painting, I know it.
Huh? Really?
It's the story where the old woman is doing the washing in the river. And this giant peach comes floating on down.
That might possibly be the strangest thing I have ever heard. Apollo, you are in an Ace Attorney game. What the fuck are you talking about? No, it's fine, but I'm scared they ask for documents. Yeah, that also makes sense. I mean, they usually don't, so, you know. Unless you're going like through a checkpoint or something like that, you know, but which that's like more reasonable that they would ask for documents, you know. But if it's something like an attraction or a restaurant or things like that, there's no harm in it.
Apollo, look, it's been opened once here.
You're right. I wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside. Wow, maybe you could like open it, I don't know.
Should I try to get it open and then stick it back shut?
Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? What do you mean let's not tamper with the evidence, Apollo? You have been doing that for the past 3 cases. I've got a better idea.
Emma, let's ask her.
I don't think... There's a frog here for some reason. Frog.
What is all this equipment here for? It doesn't look very artistic, really.
I had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood too. No, his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth.
Why would a painter need all this?
From the dust, I would say he hasn't used this stuff for years.
This corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio.
Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I want to cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin.
This is a crime scene, Lucy.
Ah, but this costs like $50 at the magic shop.
Drusi mentalidad de tiburón. To go on the Eiffel Tower, you need to pay a ticket, and the lady at the counter thought I was 12, so she accidentally gave me a discount. I see.
Is this desk for painting, Apollo?
That would be the...
Oh, Dios mío, my voice. Sorry, chat.
That would be a drafting table.
Drafting?
Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams.
Oh, painting is harder than I thought.
Why would a painter need a drafting table? Was he an architect too? The other day, the lady at the Asian market, a place I've been going for a month, asked me for my ID. I was kinda surprised, but I laughed because it was about time they doubted my age. And another person in Twitter thought I was 16. Ugh. Dios. Yeah. Madre mía. Stuff happens when you're short. Yeah, and as I said before, when you're tall, like they assume that you're older. When I was 14, they said, "Oh, you must be 20 years old." No, that's not how age works and height. People have very weird misconceptions about age and height, and I have no idea where they stem from. Don't assume gender nor age, people. Indeed. It's better when you just don't assume stuff and just ask people. You know? It's really not that hard. Just be natural. Be educated. I don't know how to say this. Be a normal person. Don't be weird about it. Basically.
Look at all these paints, Apollo. There's so many. He's got like 20 kinds of red. You could repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green?
Luigi.
Luigi time.
People think Zeta is like 25, 30s and he's 23 years old. They think he's older. That makes our relationship a lot weird when we show up. Oh Dios mío. No me lo puedo ni imaginar. I wanna bully you, but I wanna do it respectfully, so tell me your pronouns first. Actually, that's... props to the person who does that, honestly. That will be enough of that, thanks. Okay. Emma. Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the rim.
Eh? Ah, that! Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain.
I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma.
Ah, right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray.
Ah, forensic science. I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma.
It's not a hobby.
So, what kind of scientific stuff are you up to?
This spray, that's what. It turns blue when it touches poison.
So, the poison that killed the victim was on this mug?
That's right. See, it wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself.
Wow, science is amazing.
It certainly is helpful. My pronouns are she, they, but use they to insult me, please. It will hurt more. Real. Ya vuelvo, cuiden a Trucy mientras no estoy. Venga, Mark, te vemos ahora en nada. No, no confíes en Trucy. No pongas a Trucy en mis manos. Ya sabemos lo que pasó con Shirabe. Maybe Emma would be willing to help us out a bit more.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere.
It's certainly worth talking out to her a bit more. Emma, about this...
Oh, that! Yes, why, that's a bright red envelope.
She sure is jumpy.
Someone opened this, didn't they?
My lips are sealed.
Your lips are sealed? That's a first. When is the Magatama and the Psylocks when you need them? You mean you know what's inside the envelope?
Sure, I read it after all.
Ah, you mean you were the one who ripped this open?
Ah, please. I would have steamed it open.
But she did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Oh, that sprite is wonderful.
Now that I have a powerful weapon on my side.
A weapon?
Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering.
Emma, that's a paper printer. What the fuck? Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. That reminded me to a person that Wattpad told them, "You look like I'm not like other girls," trope. Joking, and they said, "My pronouns are they, them, but I will allow Wattpad to misgender me." Ahora sí, ducha, venga. Dale a la ducha. Quítatelo, taco. Y vuelve para recuperarlo. To confuse people more about my gender, I go by she, he. I really don't care. My Sona has a female and male counterpart. Ah, I see.
You should...
Oh, Dios mío, that was... Ugh, that was not the voice.
You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors.
Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. They're like the Kagamine twins. Ooh, I see. The victim.
So, this, Drew Misham was some kind of artist?
Apparently, did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans too, for what it's worth.
Oh? Well, I guess his stuff is kinda pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance.
Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually.
Huh? So it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means?
He was an advert, Misham. I didn't show his face to anyone until the end.
What do you mean, to anyone?
He was always locked up here in the studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through the letters he would put in that letterbox there.
Letters? Do people still write letters?
What do you mean, Apollo?
I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days?
Not Mr. Misham. To understand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail.
Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know.
Lol.
In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera.
We just joined the whole thing off the wall and took it with us. They're like my children, they're just like me. They're just like me, for real, for real.
Oh, you mean the killer?
The suspect, please.
We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in this room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically.
Basically?
Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently.
His first interview ever?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? So, this woman, Vera. She's Mr. Misham's daughter, right?
Yep, a real sickly girl, ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside.
She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura.
Oh, you're gonna love this reporter, I'm scared.
She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was crying about how she would die if they took her outside.
That does sound like a scene.
the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company.
Her good luck charm?
God, he was so uncomfortable to even look at. Ooh. I'm not getting good vibes from chat about this reporter.
Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside.
Why can't I ever get a normal client? End of quote.
But why would a shouting daughter kill her on that?
Don't look at me.
So, about the poison. It was found to be in his coffee, right?
No, not precisely.
Not precisely? What does that mean?
It means see for yourself, I think. The night of the crime.
Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles.
And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview.
At around 9 PM every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill.
And died? She poisoned him on the night of his interview? When the reporters see?
He wasn't even near Mr. Misham when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact.
Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone is suspicious, it's the reporter.
Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Misham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that.
Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Forensic science. I bet Emma could help us out here.
Don't forget, Flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo.
Oh, what are you two whispering about?
Well, I was thinking. I mean, is it we always do... What is it we always do when we run into you at the crime scene? What is it we always do scientifically?
Ah, you know me too well. Okay.
Okay. Meaning we can get, scientific now?
Oh, I suppose. Just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out.
Okay, let's do it. Emma, about this mag. Yeah, there's a pale blue residue. Yeah. We already read all of this. I already tried buttering her up. About poison analysis.
I was afraid you were going to ask about that. The solution is it used to test for atroquinine.
Huh?
Atroquinine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy.
Uh-oh, I know that's sparkling her eyes. She's getting excited. Best tread lightly.
It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it's absorbed into the body
Oh damn, I cannot speak today.
astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown.
That's fine, really. I don't need to know all the gory details. Agüita. I really shot myself in the foot with the Emma voice. He's the only thing keeping me from replaying Apollo Justice.
Ah, I think I get it. Just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right?
Precisely. You can even find the slightest trace of poison with this.
I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please.
Ah, you don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course.
Hey, let's give it a whirl, Apollo.
Ah! What are you doing?
I was just seeing if I got a reaction off of you.
How is this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous.
Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand.
Plus the fact that Christoph Gavin is in this only in the last part of it. I see. Let's just get down to checking for real poison, shall we? Let's get down to business. Hmm. What? Where? Where? Game? Game. But Polly is my poison. He's my poisonous baby. Yeah, I was checking like the small table here, but like nothing is reacting to it. Not even the cup of tea or the mug are reacting. Do that, chat. You have to remember that there's like a slight delay between your message and what I'm doing. So if you say do that, I'm not going to be like doing what you think that I'm doing. You know? You gotta zoom on the table. I can't zoom. There's like no... There's no zoom button. There's like no zoom button. What?
Ah, too bad. No reaction there.
I'm sure Emma checked out all the likely spots. Wait a second.
What is it, Apollo?
Did you spray that little desk over there? Game! Man. Okay.
I don't think so. This spray really can't reach that far, you know.
Okay. Let's check it out just to be sure.
Eek! A reaction, Apollo.
Where?
The inside of that cute little frame. Look.
What? Would you look at that? Let's go in to see.
I'm known to work magic.
Never mind that I was the one who found it. Okay. Why would the inside of that frame have poison on it? I don't know. Why would the game not let me zoom in on that before? Looks like I have to take this back part off first to put the photo inside.
It will have to be a really small photo to fit in there.
True, and that pale blue stain. Why would there be poison on something like this?
Well, there's one obvious reason. Whoever put poison in the coffee rubbed it a bit off on here too.
That's not very obvious to see. Okay, game. Whatever. It looks like we found the only other place that was poisoned in any case. Frame so small I could put Polly in there. Yes. I'm sure he would fit. What? Alright, let's present the other one. Emma, about this. Oh, that, yeah. About that envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning. I'm sure it would fit. He's a Polly Pocket. Nice. Esa es buena. That's a nice one. That's a nice joke. He's Polly Pocket size. You want to know about my tool, do you? Emma, don't put it like that, please. It's called an X-ray analyzer.
X-ray, like the X-rays you get at the dentist?
That's right. At least that's what I call it.
Huh?
It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization. Spectralization. Yes.
don't think. How am I supposed to remember all of that?
So, basically, it lets you see inside things. Like envelopes?
Polly, Pookie, I love you, you know, but can't you just open the damn letter? No, but that would be tampering with the evidence because, like, we haven't done that in the previous cases whatsoever. That's right. You're sharp to see. But it's a bit more complicated than that. In practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically.
Ooh, can I try out, Emma? Please?
Oh, I suppose. Of course, I have already checked out everything suspicious myself.
Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo.
Ah, what are you doing?
I'm just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead.
Point that thing at me anymore and it might all fall out.
Then I wouldn't need an X-ray machine to see through it.
Let's just get down to business, shall we? Right, let's test it on a sample first. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. Let's set the sample in the device like so. I don't see anything. Patience, there's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope.
Layer view?
You've got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Let the dial there with for me, would you? Emma? Are you okay? Oh god. That's right. That's how you choose what depth you want to scan.
Hey, I got something.
See? That's how you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh? Except I can't read them. Just turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that the sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see that paper is like a bunch of hills and valleys.
Oh, really?
The extra device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. A micron is like... I don't use that unit. Maybe it's like no, it shouldn't... Micron, maybe it's like 10 to the -6 power, I think. You can tamper with my For All I Care game with inputting order to attorneys a hand everywhere. Even in the prosecutors, and we can't open one letter, yeah. It breaks cards down into thin layers, so it can only show what's written on that layer. I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything? That's why we go on to step 2. Rubbing the image a bit, if you would.
Rubbing? Like going with the image with while holding A?
Lucy? There, that fixes the image on the screen. Now, turn the dial again, just a little. Good, now you can rub this image to fix it too.
Hey, I get it. Just keep doing this until we got the whole thing.
Exactly, not bad.
Neat, let's do some more.
Yay. Science. I love science. Don't you love science, chat? Yay. Science. Ah! I have to like do it really fast because we don't get anywhere otherwise. Okay, let's print this one out. Lottery 049, you lose. Hey, it's perfectly normal. The 0.5 micron destroyer. Rubbing, like what Apollo and Claver did after trial? Yeah, true, say that.
Ouch, you lose.
At least you know where you stand, eh? Anyway, now you see the true hidden power of my weapon. It, huh? Now let's try it out on the real thing, shall we?
It would be so much faster opening the goddamn letter. Oh my god. Okay, let's print this one out. Mr. Drew Misham, I have deposited the $100,000 in the designated account. Please send a receipt once you have confirmed the transfer.
Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Misham's account. His paintings must be really valuable.
There's another page in there. Here to take a look.
You bet I do. If you're going to read someone's mail, you might as well read it all.
Ya estoy, Knight. Te has perdido el momento en el que el juego me ha dicho: prueba a echar detector de venenos por toda la escena del crimen. No me ha reaccionado con nada, pero con nada. Y de repente me dice: anda, vamos a mirar la mesita esta pequeña de aquí. Y le había echado a la mesita 50 trozos antes y no me había detectado con nada. Increíble. What part exactly having an affair with the prosecution or doing science? Damn, this dude rich. Ah, y ahora estamos haciendo un minijuego porque sí, supongo, no sé. O sea, la idea es que no podemos leer la carta, que es la carta está roja, porque está cerrada el sobre y no podemos manipular las pruebas. Y es como, no sé, tío. Ábrelo, anota que estaba cerrado de antemano y ya está. Skill is dark, don't blame the game, blame the player. I'm not blaming myself, no. Doing science with the prosecutor, I say anatomy study. Let's go with the second page then. O sea, fíjate el gran minijuego, ¿eh? Tenemos que coger la palanca, girarla muy lentamente, mantener A y mover el cursor. Increíble minijuego. Topa leer una puñetera carta. All of this just to read a goddamn card. Okay, let's print this one out. They do both, they do indeed, but wait, Stark. ¿Qué pasa? Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. Don't you think this machine is useful in other stuff? Yeah, it could be useful with other stuff, like maybe the paintings. But like, why is it a gameplay mechanic?
So it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings.
Why all the secrecy though? Yeah, then go for it. When the game lets me. Estoy esperando a que el juego me deje. And
what?
why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right?
Maybe it had some special significance to him. Well, Emma.
Well, indeed. You know, some things she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. Red envelope updated in the court record. So, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime? Oh, I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear.
I thought so.
I'll never forget that face. But what was his name? Oh, right. Russell.
Brassel.
He works for I was going to say Atlas Academy. Aperture Science. He seems to work for Aperture Science. He's after his script to sell off to the papers. So, a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Seems strange to you?
Really strange.
It does raise a few questions. I would like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician. Magician? Well, if it's not Trucy, that leaves only one other person. Yeah, because as we all know, there's only like 2 magicians in the whole world. Ah, wow, Knight, ¿también te has perdido como al principio del directo hemos resuelto quiénes son los padres de Trucy? Porque el juego nos ha enseñado una foto de ellos. Pero literal. ¿Sabes quiénes son los padres de Trucy? Los padres de Trucy son la víctima del primer caso y la miwaj. Te lo prometo. El juego ha dicho, Vamos a mostrarte una cara, una foto del circo Gramarí los magos estos, y han salido los 3 magos. Ha salido el Valant, ha salido la Miwag vestida como Trucy, y ha salido el otro pavo vestido como un mago, básicamente. Te lo estoy diciendo tal cual, ¿eh? O sea, no han sido sutiles. Es lo que quiero decir. Pero luego los personajes en plan... Ajá, no vamos a prestar atención a esta noticia. Sí, nada.
It wasn't Valant Grammary, by any chance, was it?
Yeah, something like that. It's got some big show lined up in here.
No entiendo. Básicamente, la Miwag, la señora del caso anterior, es la madre de Trucy. Y ya. Es que es ella. Y la víctima del primer caso es el padre. Estamos 90% seguros. Me gusta ver que la niña sigue sana, sanísima de momento.
Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up in here.
¿Y no la reconoce? No, no la reconoce ni como la Miwag. Lo cual es raro. O sea, es que es obvio, o sea, en fin. So, he's out interviewing Valant Grammary. Looks like I'll be heading out to that Coliseum again, sooner than I thought.
Here, I'll get you that reporter's card if you want.
Bracel's card added to the court record. Ya, es el momento, es la historia diciendo vamos a ignorar este detalle porque los personajes tienen que ignorarla. ¿Y tienes alguna explicación de por qué? Ya sabes, lo único que valen son pruebas. Porque los personajes son tontos y los escritores se escribieron a ellos mismos contra la pared, básicamente. Así que tuvieron que hacer a los personajes tontos para salir de ello. Spark Brazzle.
I guess you gotta have a good business card if you work freelance.
Really? What's this? A camera lens finder?
Do reporters take photos too?
I guess if he's freelance, he would have to. ¿Peter Parker?
Maybe you should try being a prosecutor and a defense attorney. You would always win.
Why don't I become a rockstar too while I'm at it? You know you want to, Apollo. Oh no. Oh no. I don't trust this. No me fío de esto. I don't trust this. Bring me photos of Spider-Man. Huh. What if we present her the... Emma, about this painting.
Oh, that? Quite good, isn't it?
That's not what I wanted to ask you about.
You want to examine it, is that it? I'll be happy to let you if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry.
I guess she wants us to do a little footwork on our own first. Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here.
That one, what about it?
What about it?
Yeah, what about it, Apollo?
Take a closer look at it. Both of you. Now, look at this one. Why? ¿Por qué tiene que presentar primero esta y luego la otra? No entiendo. Why didn't the other one work? ¿Qué porongas? Sí. El Ace Attorney de esta época solía dispararse en el pie de esta manera. Good night, fellas. What's cooking? Estamos cocinando un poquito. ¿Tú qué tal, Lisanz? ¿Cómo estás? This is the third painting he was working on.
Hey, they're the same.
I was hoping you wouldn't find that.
Well, he wants to become a rock star so he can rock it in the backstage with Clavier. Indeed.
You're right, though. Rumisha was copying this painting.
Wow, it's pretty good.
Copying a painting? What for? You know about this painting, oh that, very good, yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why you can't... Ok. Vengo a entrenar, acabo de pegarme el señor duchazo y me ha afeitado para realizar mi sensual mostacho, así que bien. Persona 5 referencia. El pintor que estafaba a la gente. Copiar obras. Hitting them sweet notes and putting the court of steel to work, indeed. Emma about this painting, oh that was good, yeah. Bro. 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 Can you please let me... okay, whatever. Let's go meet Baland. October 7th. Sunshine Coliseum.
Woohoo! This is it, Apollo. The place where the magic and dreams converge.
Just a while ago it was the place where murder and nightmares converge.
Let's go say hi to Uncle Valant.
What about the case?
Only a performer laughs like that.
The young mistressy. How often I hope we had met again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream.
Hehe, Uncle Valant. How's it going? I'm glad to see you too.
Of course you are.
Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits.
Well, mistressy, how does the day find you? If you come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you.
Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show.
She's such a good kid. Es una buena niña. Sunshine Coliseum, just call it Apollo Coliseum. Indeed.
Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles, such as the one I shall perform.
Yeah, you're amazing, we get the picture.
The world will watch in wonderment as magnified illusions are reborn. Here on stage, by my hand.
The Big Magic Show.
Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Grammary Miracle is back after a 7-year absence?
Mistressy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his.
Daddy.
My co-magician in training, Dak Grammary. If that terrible thing hadn't.
It's okay.
He is Little Sunshine, obvious la mejor niña, pun intended. Actually, Apollo better because Polly Pocket. Ooh, are we going to have a war in chat? Everyone's kids are perfectly fine, chat, don't fight. Todos los niños son buenos niños, gente, no peleen.
Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, Valant Grammary, would have been proud to stand up on this stage as his assistant.
Thanks, Uncle Valant. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. I think we get to see the great magnified illusions again.
She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? Si hablo me banean, digo... Igual que cuando hablaste en mis DMs hablando del pick y si era verdad. Magnify Grammary.
My mentor, the magnificent Magnify Grammary, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations.
I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sport car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space, faster than the speed of sound.
He was Sonic. I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished.
For 7 years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his.
Menos mal que no se puede banear en los DMs porque, madre mía. Yeah. Running around at the speed of sound. The places to go, gotta follow my nana.
As heir to the Grammary Troop's secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my god-given destiny. Yes, you nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you?
That's a good one. If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 long years?
It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law which governs our land.
I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic.
The performance of Magnify's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years. But no more.
7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it? Gee, I wonder why.
And why was that?
A little matter called performance rights. Performance rights, Trucy, Miss Trucy.
Copyright. The fucker copyright. His last trick before his disappearance, tax evasion. 7 years more like 7 drafts. Apollo Justice Trilogy, you call me a draft. Performance rights.
Can you tell us about these performance rights?
Magnify's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea. A trick, if you will. And that trick was considered his property, and as such was protected by property laws.
Copyright. It keeps happening. Intellectual property, maybe?
Magnify knew this and bequeathed it in his will. To one person.
You mean him?
Yes, Miss Tussie, it was your father. That Gromery was the inheritor of the Gromery miracle.
Daddy.
Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago.
I think I see where this story is going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they are considered legally deceased, correct?
In all absoluteness, those roll-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years.
Ah,
Yes, Miss Tussie. Now it pains me to say it. This past spring, April to be precise, was the time. Their father was legally declared deceased, in the absence of a formal will. The secrets of our mighty mentor Magnify passed to me. This was in fact stipulated in the will by Magnify himself.
is that how it works, Apollo?
Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing, permanently.
Daddy.
Aww. His last trick before the disappearance. Activation. A ghost trick maybe. Tan. 7? No, not 10. Ese es Attorney Knight. Tienes que entender que le dan la vuelta a la ley para que encaje con la narrativa más que otra cosa. Last trick, I'm going to buy cigarettes, I'll come back. That's a good one. That's an old trick, but a reliable one. For traumatizing kids. So, your next was here on a story?
All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries of vapor.
His name was Russell.
Russell.
I think he remembers him.
He doesn't look too happy about it.
Russell. That glowing smell of mint when he smiles, yes.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want?
An old one, but a good one. The old reliable. As we'd say in Italy, severo ma chi gusto. Strict but fair. Mr. Brussel, journalist.
Remember that name called on me just now.
Just now?
Balanced vision is always toward tomorrow. Balanced feet step always forward. That is all.
That's all very confusing.
What's with people against mint? Mint fucking sucks. I'm sorry. But that's the truth, la yaya. La de salir gritando por la puerta también es un clásico.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes? I wanted someone to cover it. Yet he had ears only for that incident.
That incident?
In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself.
Retira eso, no. A ver, la menta es God de respirar, pero no de saborear.
So my painter has died. What of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Gromery.
2 pa 1 sin camisa va. Everyone in chat loves mint and I just hate it. It stings my tongue. It leaves my throat dry. I only like breathing it. Chicles de menta por los de fresa. Bonk Zark for hating mint. I am the truth. I am the one above all. You, mere mortals, shall fall before the truth itself.
Uncle Valant, do you know where the reporter went?
Ah, what a way to ruin chocolate, la yaya. Not a fan. Not a fan.
I recommend that he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators.
The detention center?
He was rude individual. Might I see that card?
Sure.
He will tear apart my respectability. I will tear him apart.
Oh, here it comes, Apollo. Uncle Valant's big magic trick.
Is he going to fix the card? Not sure that qualifies as big magic. Dark is the boss of ungodly taste? No. No. You guys are the underlings of not good taste. I am the one above. I am the one with the truth. Darko, ¿qué opinas de la pizza con piña y la tortilla de patata? La pizza con piña existe, hay que aceptarlo. Y la tortilla con patata es muy rica, es la mejor forma. Esto ya lo contesté en otro directo. The unsubscribing bottom looking very hot tonight. I mean, if you do that, you would not get any more Polly Pocket. Con o sin cebolla. Me gustan ambas, pero me gusta más con cebolla.
What happened to the big magic?
Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped?
You must have really not liked that journalist. Yeah, thank you for tearing apart our card, fucker. Vale, respuestas correctas ahí. That magician in the photo, is that your...
My real daddy, yep, that's memory. He disappeared when I was little. I hung that up there so I wouldn't forget what he looks like.
I see. He's smiling, but I'll bet that smile doesn't go very deep. I see. October 7th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Ah, you're here to see Vera Mission?
Yes, that's right.
She's in the medical office at the moment.
Medical office? Is she okay?
She's just lying down. Said she didn't feel so good.
Yeah, watch out, Isant. We have an Italian in chat.
I'm sorry, but I can't allow any meetings at the moment.
Most annoying client ever.
Ah, guess we should come back.
Okay, and what do I do now? Bruh. Bruh.
Crimes against humanity, perhaps? I don't like fruit on pizza unless the fruit being is the tomato of the sauce. I mean, if tomato is a fruit, does that mean that ketchup is a smoothie?
Insolence, is it? You want me to make that disappear? Very well, give it to me.
No thanks. Are all magicians like this?
Apollo, what was that look at just now?
I was just thinking how hard it is to get information out of a magician. Ahora voy a presentarlo al viejo. Te viene pizza without tomato sauce. I mean, his magic show. No. Oh, the thing that Mr. Wright gave us. Right. I was wondering if you could tell me about this.
Why? Not Bert the Grammar Easel.
I have to keep remembering that his voice is like Papyrus.
Uncle Balan, is something wrong?
Proceed. Where did you get this?
Ooh.
Daddy gave it to me.
Your daddy? My partner, that grammar.
No, my other daddy, Phoenix Wright.
Why no? Why would your Lord Daddy?
Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. It's called Pizza Bianca, and it's mostly common to be the ones with lots of cheese, like pizza for formaggi. Ooh, that sounds nice. I love a good formaggi pizza. So good. Margarita as well. I actually went to Italy, like back this summer, like the same trip I went to Paris. We did the whole trip around Europe, and we went to Italy for like 2 days. And oh my god, the best pizzas I have ever eaten. I think I just ate pizzas those 2 days. Because like, chef's kiss, very good, very tasty, incredible. Sounds like a travel to the toilet for me. I want to try it.
the signature upon the back. You recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zack Gromery.
What? Daddy signed this?
Why'd you be so bold as to open it?
I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that.
Huh.
What's in this envelope, I wonder?
Oh, the time has come for when I must return to my prestidigitation.
I cannot speak. Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation preparations. By your leave, Mr. C.
Thanks, Uncle Valant.
Listen now. Make ready for a miracle.
I went around for like 4 days. Best trip and best pizzas. But I'm a little kid and I like Buster and fries. Viajes alcohólicos anónimos a Italia cuando. In Rome you should taste carbonara, white and in a bottle Apollo, my god. Very good. I will take that recommendation. Good thing about Rome is that I have a friend there. Oh yeah, well, you do? Oh, interesting. What do you think that journalist was after? And why did Valant react like that to this envelope?
I think it's time to pay the attention center another visit.
No. No. Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this. No, Apollo! Apollo! Anyway. Yeah, not Blue Parrot. I was thinking that it couldn't be Blue Parrot because they are higher up north, I think. Oh, and there's a lot of trash in big cities though. Yeah, that's in Spain it's mostly the same. And they drive like absolute madmen there. October 7th, Detention Center Visitors Room. I think I hear what you're saying. You're all doing it for the money, end quote.
No, not at all.
Looks like someone's already meeting here.
Maybe that reporter?
Oh god.
Oh, ooh, don't look at. Oh no! Oh no! Oh.
Hey there, how are you doing?
No, that's too. Sí, Blue Parrot estaba abajo. I shouldn't judge people by their looks, but the HD version.
Hey there, how you doing? Who might you be?
No, that's way too punky for him. Maybe. Sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about the nervous monkey.
You're a justice, you.
You know me?
Do I know you? Of course I know you. Is there some witnesses on stand to spill the beans? End quote.
That's not true. What is he writing?
Aren't you a reporter by any chance? Ooh, you're trusty. Eh, am I famous? Oh yeah. Lucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties. End quote. Eek, that's so not true.
What the fuck? Ayuda, atrás son demasiado realistas los dientes. The teeth. Oh my god. I adjust them on their looks if they're not real. The idol sprite. End of quote indeed. Me está dando algo, pero no sé qué tenía. No la palabra, no. Insultan en italiano. Insult this man in Italian.
Just hold on to your britches there. It will wrap up in this interview in a jiffy. Interview? So, Gar, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote.
Yo, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him.
Did you come here to interview the guard? Oh, wee, what a pickle. Accused wouldn't talk. Had to interview someone or go plump crazy. End quote. Ah.
I should have guessed.
Where's my manners? Name's Brashel, Spark Brashel. I'm not picky. Journalist, just close eyes, writes. End quote.
La palabra, es que el señor Le Morveo, do it, Mars. Poor guy. ¡Ah! Estoy gritando en la vida real. Hold up, chat. Dadme un momento. Chat, un momento. Give me like a moment, chat. Un momento. Hold on. Give me a moment. This is necessary. All right. Image. Okay. I want to go here. There we go. A ver, let's continue. Por la esquiva el chat de voz. Luego vuelvo si puedo. Nada, no te preocupes, Knight. Hey, Zach, did you notice that he writes from top to down instead of right to left? Yeah, because Japanese. Pobre hombre. What is that nauseating this strong mint smell every time he grins?
Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Well, romp through the crossroads of mayhem and madness. End quote.
Oh, Dios mío. Sembra un babuino pelato che con che la facchia da culo. Da culo. Che identità castoro che te li spicheri. Mi guarda come che mi volesse toccare male in punti loschi. Che si fero, ble ble ble, bruto come la fame, noioso, con dei denti sporgenti e in modo spropositato. Se solo non chi fossi mai stato Madoni, che bomba che sarebbe stato sto case. Almeno para la próxima, sí. Esto caso, ok. Mars, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to remove the bag. Let's continue. I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something. Now, you know what? I'm putting back the thing. Alright.
So, Mr. Brazel, you're a journalist? Me? Look, let me state one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm the interviewer, you understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here. End quote. Okay. For instance.
No, Trucy sombrero tapado. Bueno, lo quitamos. We'll remove it, chat. Or Trucy.
You think a movie director watches movies? Well, I think he probably does. Exactly. I knew you would understand.
¿Ah? Pobre hombre, el final es bueno. No digo que sea bueno, pero... No niego que sea bueno, pero joder. El HD no lo ha sentado bien. The Night of the Crime.
So, the night of the murder. You were at Drew's studio? Oh, me? Look, let me state one thing for the record. Yes? I mean, look calm and collected, but I'm busy. Real busy. Always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets. Never looks back. End quote. I can understand that philosophy, but... You want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport. True enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too? Exactly! See? It's the same thing. What is?
He doesn't make any sense at all.
So, you went to do a story on Drew Mission? And he had never had a story done about him before. That's right. Look, let me state one thing for the record here. What? I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why did he interview in the first place? Well, yes. Look, it's like... Oh, I got it. See, there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy is going to get to tell me where he got it? At the supermarket, maybe? Exactly, see? That's what I'm talking about.
I think I may have actually understood that one.
Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers, end quote.
Right. Guess we'll listen.
Ah, but since you're here, might as well tell you a little bit of news I saw. Just for the heck of it. Sure, tell us. Just for the heck of it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I had seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup. When an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery. End quote, I believe it was.
An oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I had seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river.
Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach?
The nice can smell scoop better than burgers. End quote. Ah, right. Let me go on the record here. Yes? I know what you're going to say. Marshall, take this. Write billion column. End quote.
I don't think so.
Look, buddy, I write billion columns about one thing. And that's food. Please understand.
What could he possibly be writing? Didn't listen to a word I said. Wow, okay, so... Buenas penas que tiene, sí, sí. So, he's like, oh, they stole a thing with a painting with a peach on it and we just present it and it's like, nope. Nothing to say here. Translation of my insult paragraph. He looks like a bald baboon with that ass face, those beaver teeth that I would break. He's looking at me funny like he wants to touch me bad in weird places. How yucky, ew, ew, ew. As ugly as hunger, annoying. With those teeth protecting out of a proposal. If only you wouldn't have been here, God, this cave would have been a bomb. Right. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. October 7th, Drew Studio. Oh, how did it go? Find anything out? Actually, there was one thing I wanted. Oh, you haven't heard Argentina's insult. Oh, that's a form of art on itself. I misspelled it. It's supposed to be spaghetti, which means like breaking. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's like an art form for them. Hi, sí, la Yaya. Mark es argentino. What's with that scary face you're making? And what's it with the I know something but I'm not telling face you've got going on, Emma? This painting came from behind that treasure. Oh, yes, so? It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out. Do you think you could tell us a bit about this? I suppose. It's what you think. Your Misham was a forger. Forger? Like your forger? The beautiful wife of the beautiful man Lloyd Forger from Spy X Family? Desconocía esa info totalmente.
¡Y Forger!
Madre mía. Llamen a Lloyd. Forger.
So, what exactly is a forger? Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies so precise you can tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as in the real article. It's a crime, of course. So, Drew Misham was a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries. To supplement his work in illustration, I guess.
I see.
Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place.
What do you mean?
When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So, the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage.
But not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like, after all.
Oh yeah, I guess you would.
That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths. Seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway.
Still, it would be neat to see Mr. Mission's rough sketches. Kind of like what he was drawing when he thought no one was looking.
I miss my wife. I miss my wife, Tails. I miss him a lot. True, that would be interesting. Why does he get so little time to shine in this game? I don't know. Blame the writers for that one. It may be valuable for our case.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo.
Yeah, Flutter will get you everywhere. Yeah, I know. I know, Trilogy, I know. Yeah, I kind of wonder what was underneath this painting. And I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick. Oh, fine. Fine, just this one time though.
Let's check it out.
Dun 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 dun. Painting. I am doing a painting in a video game about law. Why is this happening to me? Painting, la 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 la. Hey. Ooh. Is that a man playing guitar while burning up in flames? Okay, let's print this one out. Weird. He has like 10 minutes in total, but 20 may game through because I stopped to watch him. I love that you can blame Emma with either Snackus or Science. Juegazo. Emma es mi ídolo. Emma is my idol. Reminds me of Chito Clavier gameplay. What the heck?
Oh, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough.
Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted to do for the rough.
What do you mean?
Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch.
Composition?
In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch. But not what it looked like. Ah, I think I followed you. So, in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely. And do a completely new painting on top of that.
So, Mr. Mission was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them?
Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd. I don't follow you, Emma. So think of it like the forgers were like adding a charcoal sketch of whatever just to fool the scanners into thinking that yes, there was a sketch underneath it, so it must be a real one. By the way, anyone who has seen yesterday's episode of Dungeon Messi here? No, aún no lo he visto. Me lo has dicho antes y he dicho, lo tengo que ver, y aún no lo he visto. Is it just me, or the painter just paints two different things and thus works more than necessary? I mean, yeah, maybe, but what if like the forger wants to do his art in some way, and this is like his only way of doing it? You know?
You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo.
You think we could check out one of the other paintings? Well, sure. You like this direction stuff, don't you? Fuck. Gameplay, la 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 la. What is this gameplay? Oh. Okay, let's print this one out. 4, 3, 2,
and 2 aces. This one too.
What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden.
Do you think I could just look at the last of this? Don't mind me. Knock yourself out. Christoph Gavin mentioned. Yeah, it's Sadie Smith and Ho Phoenix, lo sé. I know it's them. Sadie Smith and Ho Phoenix. And what is this one going to be? Like the second case? Ah, noodles. Look, Eldon's noodles. The logo is there. Okay, let's print this one out. Whoa, what the heck is all this? I hesitated to ask why you're getting so excited. They are the 3 cases that we have been working on. Son los 3 casos en los que hemos estado trabajando. First case, second case, and third case. The man with the guitar on fire is Clavier.
You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation?
Susie, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? Yep. Case 1, case 2, and case 3.
There.
Oh, you're both white as shit. What's going on? These sketches are of the 3 cases I worked on.
What?
The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then the events that transpired during the Cabiner's concert. What could it mean? How could he have drawn those things? And why? That's what I want to know. Wait, is Drew Misham your father? Dun dun dun. It's more often if you two come. Give me a break. Does that seem even remotely possible to you? Oh my god, no way, Clavier Gavin burned at the stake for being gay. No! I've never even heard of any Drew Mission before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases, drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. Couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Mission? And what did he have to do with me? To be continued. Yes. Let me go. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, chat, and I will be right back. Dame un momento, gente, que voy al baño y ahora vuelvo. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. I'm going to leave you with some music. What was that about the putting the engine on the kitchen counter, Isant? Alright, let's continue with this. Ay. Madre mía. This game. Oh, nothing. Sure. October 8th, 9:48 AM. District Court. Defendant lobby number 6. Just don't enter your kitchen. Good morning.
So, you're Beta, right? I'm Trucy. Trucy right. That's right with a W. But not right, alright? We're on your side.
The lobby theme is fine.
You can tell us anything. Please. Good morning.
She speaks?
Not bad. But I think you would do better with a little smile, you know. You're so pretty. You need to sell yourself, you know.
Lucy, let's take it easy for starters. Vera means true/truthful in Italian. Ooh. I see.
Thank you for taking my case.
Aww. The smiley face. I love that. Okay, well, that's a start, I guess. There she goes with the nail polish again.
That's right, really. It's so cultured.
Oh no, is the nail polish going to contain the venom? Is that what's going to happen? Vero is the male for truth/truthful. Ooh. Interesting.
Want to try? Oh, really?
Oh, like imagine if the poison is in her nail polish, and then she bites like her nails or something out of panic, and then she falls down. Like what? Like we see her fall down in the beginning of the chapter. So I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall. That would be very bad indeed. No, Thark, don't. I'm just putting stuff out there. You don't have to confirm anything. I'm just saying it could happen. Because this game is like that. Girls. Don't worry, Apollo. We know you're a trans mask. The victim, Drew Misham, was a forger. ¿Por qué es Frieren? Why does he have the Frieren face? Hold up, chat. Un segundo. He's bisexual. Hold on a second, chat. La Frieren cara. It's her. It's her. She is the forger. There we go. The victim, Frieren, was a forger. Contexto, Zark, es de un anime. Es una elfa. Es una maga elfa. She's an elfen mage. Frieren be like, look, chat, they are the same person. Hacedle clip a esto, por favor. Someone clip this. Look, they are just the same person, the same look. Literally the same. Alright, let's continue. The victim, Drew Misham, was a forger. I see him as gay, to be honest. He says girls? Nah. And a stolen painting was found in his studio. Ya está haciendo, dale. I would rather object to that. Objection! A life of crime, really? And maybe one that led to his death. October 8th, 10 AM. District Court. Court number 3. Hey, Clavier. Well, we will now,
Begin the trial of Vera mission.
Easy, that's okay. His voice is all raspy and he's looking around all nervous like.
The repercussions of today's trial will most likely be felt for a long time. It may indeed alter our legal system forever.
Today is a test of the jury's system, and the first step towards a new order in our court.
Ah, that is secret mission.
The jurists will function like a jury. It is hoped their inclusion will help the courts to better reflect the people's will. Why aren't there any jurists in the courtroom? The 3 closed-circuit cameras watch this courtroom at all times. The jurors have access to everything that transpires. Because I see the MLM Apollo WLW Athena. I see.
Clavier, hi.
Oh. Jurist! Just well and just cool.
What's in here, Prosecutor Gavin? I was going to say that.
Oh, my apologies, Herr Judge.
Jurist, today, just today's trial, coolly, if you would be so kind.
Jurists are unbound by the letter of the law. They don't affect the trial with evidence, but by their feelings. And we're about to find out just what effect they're going to have. Thank you for the clip, Mark. God, this team turns me on so badly. Guilty, guilty, love. Love, love, guilty.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. The details of the case, if you would.
The victim is the painter Drew Misham. He was killed in his own studio. His coffee was poisoned. Whom you ask? By none other than the defendant, Vera Misham. Objection! There wasn't any poison in the coffee. Octon! Someone has been doing their homework. Indeed, poison was not present in the coffee, but on the mug itself.
Oh, the mug. Residue was found on the rim, I see.
The autopsy report describes the manner of our victim's death.
The court accepts this as evidence.
Misham's autopsy report added to the court record.
According to this report, the victim's death was caused by autoquinine poisoning.
A. Drew Misham, age 52 male, time of death October 6, between 9 and 9:30 p.m. Death, autoquinine poisoning. A chemical compound that does not occur naturally. Lethal dosage is a mere 0.002 milligrams. A touch of autoquinine in the body. It's the touch of the Reaper's side. The Reaper? Barok 16? Where? ¿Dónde está? The video I sent in the group, the one where Polly sang. Anyway, Acton is actually pronounced like that. Means attention in German, yes, I know. Lol, my birthday, ¿en serio?
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. You may present your witness.
Actually, I will not be doing the prosecution today, Your Honor. That will be fall to my friend, Barok 16. Y empieza a sonar el órgano. Ah, el mismo que el capo, nice. Increíble. I have for you today a simple man, for a simple case. A man who witnessed the murder in its entirety. Ah, that journalist, no doubt. Miss Van 6. The witness will state his name and occupation.
Right. Well, for starters, my name is Park Blasel. My job is a lone observer of the world.
In other words, a freelance journalist, right?
If you don't mind, I would like to state something here for the record.
Yes, Mr. Russell.
It's like conclusions, specifically the aspect of jumping to conclusions. Preconceptions make Park sandbox of endless desert waste. End quote.
But you are a journalist. You said you saw yourself yesterday.
Well, that's true, yes. But you must understand, I stand before you today with a man with a dream. I'm offering you my testimony in exchange for exclusive rights to the story. This scoop turns Mr. Russell into that Mr. Russell. End quote.
Let's get your testimony then, shall we?
A simple case, eh, Gavin? For me, the jury is still out. A. The journalist story.
I visited the studio around 9 that night to do the interview. The first outsider to enter the atelier. Journalistic history made, end quote. His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. And you know what happened next? Star falls, end quote. No one else entered the room besides her the whole time.
Oh, that does sound like a simple case.
Someone get him out of my screen. I'm sorry, Mars, but you are going to have to suffer him.
Unless you were the one who poisoned him.
What? What are you saying, that?
Did I remind you the cameras are rolling today? I felt the need to be a bit dramatic.
You didn't do it, did you?
Me don't think like that. Come on, that's like... Yes, making the news, end quote. Not even contemporary witch hunt, end quote. I know, my accusations rock are wrong, end quote.
Rock indeed.
Mr. Kitten Gaming sure looks like he's having fun.
Trucy, when has that not been the case? I'm so happy for him. Thank you, her forehead.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Your cross-examination, please.
Oh, Dios mío. Someone get him out of my screen, or else I will revive my Italian beast again. Please try to keep your Italian beast in check. We'll get him out of this soon enough. And at night? Isn't that a little late for an interview?
If the great painter drew me some says come at 9. Believe you me, I go at 9. The first, and as it turned out, last interview with such a prolific painter.
Right, can you tell us what it was like when you arrived? Thank you, Shatsy. You were the first reporter ever in Drew's studio?
Posterity will look back on that night as a turning point in journalistics history. A basically significant step for all mankind. A giant step for that Brussels guy. End quote.
If no one on the outside ever had access to the studio, then it would serve them to reason that the deed was done by an insider. By which he means Vera did it. So, how did this epoch-making interview go? Policino, salvami da estos essere. Poli, my Poli, please save me from this being. Is that what you said, Mars? Mi Poli, sálvame de este ser. His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. Would you mind being a little more specific?
Oh wait, let me tell you, I enjoy Kappa. In fact, it all began when I was in 3rd grade. No, wait, 4th grade.
That's not what I meant. Yeah, but keep the Policino, okay. I believe I know what her forehead is driving at. This coffee the victim was served. Did anyone other than the defendant touch it? Right, that. That's what I was going to say, really.
Well, now if you got a question to ask, you'd best straight up ask it. That's why I tell all the new recruits. Several times if necessary. Write for a grade schooler. That's my motto. Which isn't to say I can only write to grade school level stuff, mind you.
Who touched the coffee?
No. I was in the back, looking at the studio's equipment when she served it.
And what happened next? Policino is the Italian name for small thumb. Ooh, that's interesting. Ay, Vanigan, te has perdido, bueno, te has perdido unos acontecimientos, unas risas. Hemos destripado medio caso nada más empezar. ¿Tú qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? What's this about the star falling?
Starfalls, it's like an old telegram. Send money, over.
Y estamos interrogando a este ser. Que sí, está mal juzgar a la gente por sus apariencias, pero... Uf. Me vas un momentito para saludar y lo dejaré un rato de fondo, pero me voy a preparar para acostarme ya que estoy con un dolor de cabeza de 1000 demonios. Siento oír eso, Vanigan. Espero que durmiendo se te pase un poco al menos. Sí, sujeto.
Sorry, you don't know. It's like a journalist in code word. An important person passes away. Star falls, get it?
Es más, voy a hacerle lo que le he hecho antes. I'm going to do... Ay. Mejor. Mucho mejor. Oh, Dios mío. Ah, but now Truce is in it.
But there's no gravity in space, is there?
I mean, you're not wrong, Trucy, but there's like gravity around objects in space. Also, the name for that kid, no, sorry. Name for that kid, for that kind of the story that loses their way in the forest but finds their way home with like the little rock. He lives in the past, you know? Oh, that tale, yes, that tale. Ah, Pulgarcito! In Spanish we call him Pulgarcito. Pulgar being thumb, of course. And Cito being like the way to say it's small. Sí, espero, estamos bien de momento. Riéndonos, pasándolo bien. Poco más.
I wouldn't think stars could fall, really.
Does this matter?
Oh boy, this is good stuff, good stuff. How about star breaks? Nah, lacks punch. I know, star dice. Nah, lacks imagination. Of course, you could go with blue dice. Straight to the point, I like it.
I think we need to hear about something a little more substantial. The moment of the death, Russell's coffee, the star's coffee. In here it's Politino. Polis is Polite is thumb, and the Ino part means small, yes. Ino, Ito, Iso usually means small here as well. About when Mr. Mission passed away.
Oh boy, what a scene that was. He puts his coffee mug down with a crash, right?
Oh, yes, and then...
Then the cold finger of death touches his spine. Lights flame, sputters and fails. So cold that was that touch, he could do not but tremble uncontrollably. Actually, Light's flame is a little tired. Light's river froze over. Yes, that's a go. I think he's starting his article already.
Could you describe that a little more simply?
Well, as you can imagine, I was pretty surprised. He hit the floor, as they say. Artist seized his final performance, end quote.
The Tuquinine paralyzes the central nervous system. The body arches back like a bow. The limbs tremble, the throat burns. That's good enough of that. Some of us want to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh yeah? Well, I want details. Lots of juicy details.
For that you can listen to our last year's hit single. Tuquinine, my love, by the Gabby Nurse. Available at all major music outlets.
He hit the floor, shoddy get low, lol.
The point here is that the victim died of Tuquinine poisoning. Well, Mr. Justice, how did you find that testimony?
Not very important. You think the moment of Mr. Misham's death would be important. But Mr. Bress's story really didn't tell us anything that we didn't already know. I mean, like the fact that the cup is perfectly, like, you know, not broken or anything. Like he didn't drop the mag at all. Which is weird. Apple bottom jeans. Yes. Okay, let's try that again. The Star's coffee. You say Mr. Misham had the coffee too. But did you actually see him drink the coffee?
Course. He who sees it wins, but he who says it wins bigger. End quote. I live in a man sees dog eat dog and writes about it world. Yet. I guess I can't say I saw him drink it, really. He had one so-called sip, if that. Man puts lips to Mac, drinks, end quote.
Oh, that poison is quite virulent, I hear.
My stomach did a so-called somersault. Since I had gulped down that coffee without so much as a second glance at it. Wait, maybe something's there. Some kind of so-called trick. Anyone want to venture a guess? For the record.
Does this guy have a pause button?
Well, Mr. Justice, did you find that testimony valuable?
Not really. The coffee, that has to be important somehow. Nah. Let's try that again. What's the coffee that you drank? So you drank the coffee that Vera served you too.
Cars. When someone serves you coffee, you drink it. That's what my old boss always used to say. I didn't get what he meant by it though.
But you're still alive, which is to say you didn't die.
No, of course not. No point falling before you're a star. End quote.
That's not exactly what I was getting at. What were you getting at, then? You know the poison was on the rim, not in the coffee.
Oh, yes. There were 2 cups on the tray she brought. And one of the cups had Drew's signature painted on the side.
No chance the guest would take that one by mistake, I guess.
Well, Mr. Justice, was that testimony important?
We are talking about the coffee the witness drank. I would say that is important.
Very well, please add that to your testimony, Mr. Russell.
You're sure you drank the coffee?
Oh, yes, quite. I gulped it down, felt that sweet scorch in my throat.
But you say the victim took one sip and fell over. And you still kept drinking?
Cars. Drink your coffee when it's hot, never when it's not. That's what my old boss used to always say.
Yeah. At the moment of the death. I want my wife, not this bald guy. I mean, you have Clavier for the moment. Well, as an account of the moment of the victim's death, I would say it's very important. That sounded like Figaro. Please add it to the testimony.
Very well, the court requests the witness add this account to his testimony.
The pigeon barista from Animal Crossing. Those spasms, that was definitely death by poison. Yeah, but Clavier is Apollo's wife. I see. You say it was definitely death by poison. How can you be so sure?
Hey, look, I'm a journalist. I've never seen a lot of things. And I've had more than my share of experiences with so-called poisonings. Man eat fishy fish, goes bye-bye. End quote.
Food poisoning doesn't count. Should I get him to talk about something else? Oh no. I didn't want to do that. I have no idea what to present or where. Alright, I'm very sleepy, chat, so I might close stream in like half an hour. I do want to make some progress in the trial though. The Stars coffee. I see. Yeah, I see. The victim drank his coffee, then immediately fell over.
Oh, yes. You can go to press with that one.
Your Honor, this is a vital piece of information. Please add it to the testimony.
Very well, the witness will add this to his testimony.
Vital, right?
Because I know that you're poison, you're feeding me poison, I'm choking from the taste and I can't help but swallow up. I saw. You got one sweep if that. Well, I have not seen Has-Been Hotel, but I know a lot of people who do and they've liked it. I think Mark in chat, I think he has seen Has-Been Hotel. So he either took a sip or he didn't and then fell over.
Oh yes, inevitably. Just like that, one bam.
So Mr. Misham drank the coffee and fell over immediately. I think Bruce is telling the truth too. Should I get him to talk about something else? Don't really need to change the testimony. Even with the testimony is already pretty obvious. Can you say that for sure?
For sure. Sure, I'm sure. The studio isn't a big place, kiddo. I would know if it's someone else had come in. What if they had been hiding in there from before?
Even if someone had been hiding in the studio, they hardly could have poisoned that mug without anyone noticing.
You think I, Spark Brussel, would miss something as obvious as that? No way. He sure makes it sound exciting. I guess that's his job.
There's only one moment we need to focus on, really.
The moment when Drew Mission died?
Exactly. There has to be something there. Wow, ni puta idea. I have no idea. I have no idea what to present here. He had one sip. If that, the next moment he was on the floor. Nope. I have no idea what I'm looking for here.
Es retirarme, cuídame de la niña. Venga, Mark, que te vaya bien.
Cuidaremos a Trucy por ti, no te preocupes. La cuidaré como cuido a Shirabe. Oh, he guardado sin querer. Oh no, I saved by accident. Oops. F. No. I have no idea what I'm looking for here. Aléjate de Trucy entonces. Demasiado tarde. What am I looking for here? Next person injecting poison is him, I swear to God.
See that there? That's poison.
Yeah,
Don't lick it, Apollo.
don't worry, I'll be fine.
No, you won't. You will die.
Look, I know, I meant it won't lick it.
Who knows what you do when I'm not watching?
The concern is touching, really. Next thing you know, she'll be telling me not to drink coffee before bedtime. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that if he was painting while he was drinking, and he's like a right-handed man, he would hold his coffee with his left hand, right? So he would like drink from this area, not this area. He did that around 9 and 9:30. How in the heck I mean, but that's just the autopsy. Being like not sure about the time of death, right? Objection! Yeah. That's just the autopsy being like, it could have been between here and here. It's not a foolproof thing. Oh, we have to go through this again. Oh, nope. Oops. This dude's annoying, yeah. Pues no sé qué decir. I don't know what to do here. If I'm being honest. Press him again? Maybe? Maybe it's like a different... Let me cook. What? You know what I have a problem with? A particular property of the poison used. What? ¿Cuándo nos han dicho las propiedades del veneno? When did they tell us the properties of the poison?
Oh, the secret gaming was quite clear about the poison. A lethal dosage of 0.002 milligrams paralyzes the central nervous system. If you drank that, even you, Mr. Justice, would be reduced to a quivering pile.
Are you using me as an example? Perhaps in another doc? No, no está en ningún documento. It's not here, it's not here, it's not here. Not here. We only say deadly poison. Es que solamente dice deadly. Atroquinine poisoning. They just assume that you know how long the poison takes effect. Okay. Why are you using me as an example? Unfortunately, we weren't told everything. There was a vital omission in Prosecutor Gavin's information. When was this told to us? No lo sé. Es que no creo que Emma nos lo dijera. I don't think Emma told us. Or maybe I'm just forgetting. I don't know.
An omission.
Atroquinine is as virulent as he says. But death doesn't come upon ingestion. Not immediately. That's because atroquinine is slow acting. This all looks really good drawn, by the way, over the Pixar. Yes. So far, the remastered, the HD version of Apollo Justice, it looks quite stunning. Also, hi, I was lurking, by the way. No worries, PC Gamer. I hope you enjoy your lurk. And I hope that your stream went well.
Slow acting.
What?
He's like Wario. He's a baby, yes. According to one forensic scientist, it's one of the most virulent poisons, but it absorbs into the body astonishingly slowly. Okay, so I just had to remember that. Okay. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Okay, I just forgot. Because so much stuff happened and I had like no written thing. I just had to remember all of that. What if I was playing the game, closed the game, and then came back another day? Like, that would have been a major flaw. I mean, it was a major flaw here, but you know, I'm just sleepy, so like my excuse is not as good as that one, but you know what I mean. If we suppose that the moment Mr. Misham sipped the coffee was when he sealed his fate, then he would still have had time left to enjoy his last cup of joe. Ooh. Oh god.
Order! What's the meaning of this? If what the defense says is correct, why that contradicts the entire testimony we've just heard?
Well, Mr. Brassel, anything to say on the record?
Slow acting. Slow act. It was virulent, alright. Even then, he had already begun digging his claws into the journalist. He's working on his scoop.
Ay. Cup of joe.
It's Brussels, yeah? Sir Brussels. Let's take a trip back down memory lane.
Huh?
Did the victim really die the instant he took a sip? Think it over, this is vital.
Do you know what I think? I think that was a not so subliminal suggestion. End quote.
I admit, it does cause a problem if he died when you say he died. I would be forced to say that of Wiedersehen. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I don't know German.
Acabo de caer. ¿Por qué tiene el mismo peinado que el chocas el gacho este? Oh, Dios mío, ¿verdad?
To my simple case. You would be forced to say farewell to your article.
Come again?
You can write a story based on conjecture, can you?
I mean, a lot of people do nowadays. Cleaver's so nice. He helps even ugly people like Brasso. My goodness.
And as the case drags on, other reporters will pick up the scent. And you'll be forced to kiss your exclusive scoop goodbye.
A scoop.
Ugh.
Look, wait a second. Just 1 second.
We're waiting, out with it.
I think I just recall a so-called important detail.
Auf Wiedersehen means see you again in German. Nice. Interesting.
A revival of recollection, end quote. History survival, end quote.
Attorney utterly confused, end quote.
Actually, I did notice something when I visited the studio. I had heard of poison that takes its sweet time, you see.
But not what I've been saying for the last 3 minutes, apparently. Mr. Russell, are you saying you noticed something that explains what happened?
You bet I am. The antidote for a poisonous contradiction. End quote, you might say.
Or I still have no idea what you're talking about, end quote, I might say.
I figured it out, but only after an in-depth interview. See, thanks to my journalism skills, I know who poisoned that coffee.
Order! 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 As far as I can tell, the witness is standing by his testimony. That Mr. Misham died the instant after he drank.
Of course I'm standing by my testimony. And made exclusive rights to this story.
Look! I suppose it was too much to hope for.
What was?
Of course he won't choose a simple case, not him. Him! Phoenix Wright, who else? Achtung, Herr Brussel. Report for us if you would.
Like Frolin equals Miss in German, yes. I can guess what they mean, I just don't know how to pronounce them correctly.
What is it that you noticed?
Don't stare at me with those eyes and those teeth. Yeah, it can also be Fro. I used to call my German teacher Fro too. I see.
This court is a critical trial of the jury system. I'm afraid no room for doubt is permissible. You will testify to the court about what you noticed.
My goodness. Witness testimony. Here we go again. What Brussels noticed.
When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. I thought nothing of it at the time, of course. Now that I think about it, what if he was writing a suicide note?
Es como Fräulein, la pronunciación más o menos. Entiendo. Anyway, in German you pronounce how it's written. Fraulein, then.
Ah, a suicide note.
Yes, he had this look on his face. Man's face inscrutable as a quadratic equation. End quote. Suicide. Poor Mr. Misham. But that means Mary's innocent.
Would someone commit suicide in the middle of an interview?
Oh.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
What Brussels noticed.
When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham... Yeah.
What letter? So, he put the letter away when he saw you?
Early reported gets the worm. End quote. That's my secret.
I'm not sure I follow.
It's the night of the interview. I arrived 15 minutes ahead of schedule. The handle truth, the handle turns, the door opens, and I barge in.
Are you sure that's okay to do? I mean, isn't that unlawful entry, really?
Mr. Misham sure seemed to think so. You should have seen him. He crammed his letter into that yellow envelope as fast as he could. I know a secret when I spot one, and that was one.
Fraulein. Or Fräulein. I see. I mean, the Boeing whistleblower apparently committed... Yeah. Ugh, that whole mess of a thing.
It does seem significant. Well, Mr. Justice.
I wonder... It does have the ring of something important. The defense finds this testimony vital, Your Honor.
Very well, please add it to the testimony then.
Anyway, not. My account comes free of charge.
It was a yellow envelope. I heard it was left at the crime scene.
Objection!
As it just so happens, there was a single letter in a desk drawer at the scene. In a red envelope.
What?
Prosecutor Gavin,
Yes?
was a yellow envelope found at the scene of the crime?
Unfortunately, no. But her forehead? It's easy to mistake the color of an envelope.
I guess. But not this envelope. You see, it was postmarked already. 7 years ago.
Well, Mr. Brassel.
I can explain that. Drew, right? He wanted to get that letter in an envelope. Pronto. Okay, that was sight from my beady eyes, right? So he grabbed the nearest envelope and crammed away.
And what about the whole red and yellow envelope contradiction, champ?
Well, Mr. Justice, have you anything to say to the witness's claim?
That night, the victim put a letter that he had been writing in a red envelope. While that of is pronounced Ophidasehen? Ophidasehen? I have no idea. I mean, it's impossible because the letter was addressed to Drew himself. That's impossible.
Oh, I like your expression. So full of confidence.
It's simple, really. As it just so happens, the defense team investigated the contents of this envelope with the assistance of a forensic scientist.
What? What?
I cannot. I cannot express doubt when I'm doing Xavier's voice because he just sounds so silly. That's kind of like Xavier, just yeah. Note that this letter is addressed to Drew Misham.
Ow.
Why would he address a letter to himself? Let alone send a suicide note to himself.
I've been scoped.
Order! 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 Mr. Russell, can you explain this to the court?
Oh, my. How could I have forgotten? I suppose this happens to the best of us. Reporter gets all, forgets lots, end quote.
I'm still waiting for an explanation, Mr. Russell.
Well, that's the thing, see? After he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something.
His desk drawer?
Yes, a stamp. A so-called postage stamp, end quote.
A stamp! Whatever for?
Well, to mail his letter, what else? And then, why yes, I think I saw him put it in his letterbox. Yes, it was a yellow envelope, and he put it in that box.
Well, apparently this yellow letter has nothing to do with this case.
Oh, I wish it did. Just think it's that were a suicide note. What a story. Star writes suicide note in front of reporter. False. End quote.
Ahem. As I was saying, this has nothing to do with this case. That said,
Yes, Your Honor?
it makes me wonder about the contents of that red envelope.
Poor Germans butchering this beautiful language.
$100,000 is quite a good deal of money.
So, this was from 7 years ago, yeah?
Oh, am I finished? Here, I mean. Am I finished here? I was thinking of, going home to start writing.
I wish we were finished with you. I hate to state what should be pretty obvious to anyone, but when you catch the scent of a story, you make that a rather unique face.
Come on. Attorney has active imagination, little else. End quote.
It's like Ophidasehen and of the pronunciation. If you break the word down, is Ophidasehen. It means goodbye / see you again, yes.
Even I noticed something and my eyes aren't what they used to be. I'm starting to understand what all this perceiving stuff is about.
Judge has active imagination. End quote.
Please continue with your testimony.
I want to drink some water.
Tell us about the... Me muero. Tell us about the scent of a story.
I'm the one asking the questions here. Usually.
Witness testimony. The scent of his story.
Actually, it took a bit of work to get a thumbs up on the interview. reporter delivers a story gets his interview. End quote. The story concerned a certain case from 7 years ago. That red envelope probably had something to do with it. Say what you will, but Drew's talent was without it compare.
So, you threatened to go to press with this story? That's how you got your interview. Blackmail.
Well, yes. I mean, no. It wasn't exactly black. I mean, I'm not black.
Something wrong, Mr. Brussel.
Look. This is my story, my tidbit. Journalist in for his livelihood. End quote.
I see.
Well, you have me chatting away in here. What's going on out there? What is some Wally Wordsworth or Sally Cooper gets wind of my story? He could be going to press while I'm going to waste.
The court feels your pain, Mr. Russell. Mr. Justice, let's pick up the pace.
I love chess. It's such a funny word for some reason. I see. You could go with chess. More simple, I think. A certain case 7 years ago. Wait, 7 years ago? Ooh. 7 years ago? See, Irena? Send off a story? Actually, it took a bit of work to get a thumbs up in the interview. Report alert story gets his interview, end quote. Yeah, I don't know. Like this is like the most sassy thing. And the clue? Nah, don't worry, I got it. Ah, what? Really? In serio? Really? I was thinking that maybe he would like move his fingers holding the toothbrush or whatever, but okay, sure. Why not? Gotcha! Superpower equals sweat. Sweating much, Mr. Russell?
Yeah, well, a man can't help his glance, you know.
More than that, when Mr. Mishap's talent was mentioned, you suddenly began to sweat buckets.
Heck.
You're hiding something about his talent.
What? That's ridiculous.
Evidence time. Tun tun. Let's show where Mr. Misham's true talent lay. It just so happens I have evidence showing the talent mentioned in that letter. Could be this one, right? I don't think it's going to be the hidden painting. I hope not. Because it's like one of those cases where you're like, oh, it should be like one or two of those. Like this is the more sensible for the two, but I'm going to go with the hidden painting just in case. This painting was found in Mr. Misham's studio. There are two problems with this painting. The first is it wasn't painted by Mr. Misham. The second is that there was another painting in the studio, which looked exactly like this one, except it was only half done. Then we have a letter discussing a payment of $100,000, which suggests a certain business operation. The business of making forgeries.
Ugh.
He's like an inflatable balloon. Madonna mia, che schifo che mi fa un reverso di... Dio mio. That is all, Your Honor. He's like a Muppet.
Everyone, please, everyone. Can we keep this private? Please. This is my story, my scoop.
Oh, forgery! That's a serious crime.
True, Misham is known as an artist these days. But there were rumors here about another kind of art until a few years back.
Another art meaning forgery.
True, Misham was talented, alright. Talented at making precise, detailed fakes. A fact that certain criminal elements were quick to discover.
Criminal elements? What? You can't seriously be talking about...
Exactly. I'm talking about forging evidence. The rumor started circulating 7 years ago.
Oh, 7 years ago. So are we to understand that this letter, this payment of $100,000 was for...
Exactly. Forged evidence nets steady profit. End quote.
The way he stands to odio mio salvami Bagbenny, che sono atea ma solo per stavolta, poi la smetto di romperti la palle. Dio salvami de este tipo.
Order! Order! Order!
It's kind of incredible that I got like more than half of that sentence.
Why? It's like our victim was living a double life.
Aha! This is my chance. So the victim had ties to the criminal world, right? He could have had plenty of enemies we know nothing about. Marso ma they start speaking Italian. I understand them.
This is my first time hearing of this criminal world.
When I get very angry with these attorney games, I start swearing in Spanish. Buah, la yaya, ¿te acuerdas de cuando me enfadé muchísimo con con el quinto caso del primer Greatest Attorney? Y empecé a cagarme en español. ¿Tú te acuerdas de ese momento? Que fue hace un año ya.
This is my first time hearing of this criminal world. We certainly found no criminal connections when we conducted our investigation.
¿Qué estaba pasando? Era cuando teníamos que presentar... teníamos que presentar que Gina no había disparado al señor este. Y para ello había que presentar la foto del hombre muerto en vez de la foto de Gina con la pistola. Y yo me puse a gritar, es que lo es. Creo que hay un clip por el canal de eso.
We certainly found no criminal connections when we conducted our investigation.
Tú estás en el chat, que yo me acuerdo. But how do you explain all this money? You have to admit there's a possibility of some illegal activity here.
But there is no proof tying this letter to our case. Our case was and remains simple from the beginning. Only the defendant could have poisoned that mug that night. And you, of course.
Hey! The only thing I poison is my pen. When I'm writing reviews.
Mr. Russell, your testimony to this point has been quite unreliable. It doesn't speak well of your reporting acumen.
What are you talking about? My journalism is rock solid. Journalism so solid you could stand on an elephant on it. End quote.
In any case, let's hear you summarize recap of your testimony. If we can ascertain the situation that's studied from the recap, the trial is over.
Apollo, what is he talking about?
The cross-examination showed Mr. Brussel didn't have reason or means to poison him. As long as there's no other suspects, then the killer had to be Vera. That's that. His next testimony is our last chance.
Mr. Russell, your testimony, please.
Witness testimony. The interview. A recap.
The only other person in the studio that night was the defendant. It was Vera who poured the coffee. She admitted as much herself. The only thing that touched Drew's lips in the interview was that mug. And nothing left that studio after he died. Nothing. Clearly the only one who could have poisoned him was his daughter.
A nice testimony, clear, succinct, and without room for doubt.
Aw, shucks. You really think so?
I believe this clarified the situation that night. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may begin your final cross-examination.
Right. I still have one trump card left to play. I won't let this trial end until I use it. Okay, I think I know what we have to do here. Not one thing? You're sure?
Yep, sure can be. Well, with one exception.
Oh, one exception. What?
Journalist Spark Brussels does interview. Leaves the studio. End quote. Come on. It's a joke. Get it? Not funny, I know, but still.
Did something leave the studio that night? Why does that sound familiar? Where have I heard something like that before?
No. Oh, now that we have familiar witnesses coming in of sorts. I would like to turn to our defense attorney before returning to the testimony. Do you have any idea what, if anything, might have left the studio that night?
I mean, Brussels said that there was like a stamp, like the yellow envelope. And he stamped it, so maybe the stamp for the yellow envelope was in here, and someone poisoned this, so that when he licked the stamp, Brussels, go away. I think one thing might have very well have left the studio at night, actually. It's certain something that has vanished from the crime scene.
Oh, by which you mean? Something other than our witness?
Of course.
Don't tell me. Vera Misham?
Believe me, any comic relief I may provide is entirely unintentional. Thank you, Apollo.
And let's see what you've got for us, Mr. Justice.
Well, this thing wasn't at the scene of the crime, so I can't show it to you. No, lo hay. Lo que pasa es que estás mirando solamente los clips destacados. Tienes que quitar la opción de solamente los clips destacados. Y se llama Es lo que es. But I do have evidence that shows how it could have been taken from the scene. I find Prosecutor Cain more amusing than this guy, really.
If that was comic relief, why did I not feel amused?
Oh, I hate when this happens. I hate when I'm 2 steps ahead of the case and the case is just like, nope. Okay. This is the only link between the studio and the outside world.
Okay. A letterbox.
What did Mr. Brussels just tell us? When he entered the studio on the night of the murder, the victim had just finished writing a letter.
Yeah, I said that. And yeah, it was true.
Furthermore, you went on to tell us that he put the letter in a yellow envelope and put it in the letterbox.
Oh,
But that very same letterbox was empty. In other words, that night, the yellow envelope disappeared.
Oh, Dios mío, that's the judge's voice. Oh, yes, intriguing. So an envelope has disappeared from the scene of the crime. Of course, this changes nothing.
Huh?
here's the point, Mr. Justice. What we're trying to figure out here is how the poison got into Mr. Misham. Is it really important that this envelope the witness says he saw disappeared?
Well, if it did disappear, then something did leave the studio that night. That seems very important to me.
Very well then, the witness will add this to his testimony.
You got it.
I still think this fails to change anything, her forehead.
I wouldn't be so sure. A letter disappeared from the crime scene that night. This is exactly the opening I've been looking for.
Her forehead, why are you showing your attorney badge for the 7th time?
A letter was put in the pop studio, anything else matters. Nothing could be more serious than an envelope disappearing from that studio. And you were hiding that fact from us.
Yes, well, actually.
I don't argue the possibility that the letter disappeared from that studio. But her forehead isn't there a much more serious question before us?
Right. How Mr. Misham was poisoned. I know. But Mr. Bresser's testimony has changed, which means the facts of the case have too. And what he's told us means something entirely different now. I'm starting to think.
Let's keep thinking, Apollo.
You're sure about that?
Well, to be really precise, I was picking gobbling mint candies the whole time.
One of those candies might have been poisoned.
Yet at the time of the autopsy, no fresh fragrance of mint filled the room. And no mint residue was found.
It was a long shot anyway.
Don't tell me you're still trying to prove this. You think the victim ate, drank, or otherwise ingested something other than coffee?
Oh, well, Mr. Justice, if you have some proof.
The possibility is there, I can feel it. Just maybe not prove it, not yet. Impossibility isn't going to carry it, not now. Mr. Misham ingested that poison via a route other than the coffee. I mean, I can't prove it. Maybe? Proof is possible. Here goes nothing. No, like I know that it was the stamp. It's just that I don't know if the game wants me to present the tiny frame now or later.
You do understand what we need, yeah? Proof, her forehead. Not possibilities.
Of course. And Prosecutor Gamin, I hope you understand. I'm ready to give you that proof.
What did you say?
I have proof of the disappearing envelope.
I saw him writing a letter, I did.
Which was picked up by the mailman, I suppose.
Of course, which means that envelope had a stamp on it.
A stamp! Ah!
As we all know, stamps come with dried glue on the back. In order to use the glue, you have to wet it. By licking the stamp.
No one worth talking to actually. No one worth talking to actually licks stamps in this day and age.
Even if you wanted to talk to him, you couldn't. He's dead, after all.
Okay, so he licked the stamp. But wait. How does that explain the atoquinin on the rim of the coffee mug?
If he licked the back of a poison stamp, the poison would get on his tongue, yes? What would then happen if he put the coffee mug to his mouth, Those traces on the mug weren't the killer's doing. It was the other way around.
Oh, why is what?
The coffee mug didn't poison Mr. Misham. Mr. Misham poisoned the coffee mug himself.
Order. But that doesn't. Does it?
If you don't want to show me what else you can do with those fingers, at least show Apollo so he can tell me. Incredible. Recall, if you will. Atoquinin is a slow-acting poison, yes? The poison entered his body when he put the stamp on that envelope. But his time wasn't up until the very moment he touched his lips to that cup of joe.
You have something to add, Mr. Brussel?
Uh-oh, Weirdness is picking up another scent.
As I believe I mentioned earlier. Well, that's the thing, see? After he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something. Yes, a stamp. A so-called postage stamp, end quote. But, I don't seem to remember him ever finding one.
Maybe he had just run out.
Incidentally, we searched the desk drawer at the scene of the crime. There were no stamps, not a single one.
How does pose a problem? How will you prove that the stamp was coated with poison?
Actually, I'm glad none of the stamps were found. It makes proving the stamp he would use was poison possible.
Good show, good show. You can't even prove there was a stamp at the scene in the first place.
Well, let's see what the defense has to say anyway. As evidence that proves the existence of this poison stamp. Well, that's certainly a cute little frame. And by little, I mean really little.
It was on the victim's desk, Your Honor. Quite empty, as you can see for yourself.
I noticed that too during my inspection. So what?
Apparently you weren't as observant as you should have been. You see, when you saw this frame, it was missing something quite important.
Is it something?
Yes, a pale blue stain on the inside of the frame. Atoquinine residue.
What? What wasn't I told about this?
The frame is only 2 inches square. The face of the frame is even smaller. Maybe an inch wide at most.
You aren't saying.
Oh, but I am. Tell me, what fits in such a small frame? So little you could fit Apollo in there. A commemorative stamp, perhaps.
Order! 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 The poison stamp was in this frame.
Impossible!
Prosecutor Gavin.
How would he put something like that on his desk? Don't tell me he had it there so he could commit suicide if the mood struck.
You know, can I say something? I had a thought, see.
Well, Mr. Russell, please stop jetting around like that.
Everything was a forger, right? There's a lot of money in that line of work. Forger forges friends, makes enemies too. End quote.
So the poison stamp might have been a murder weapon aimed at him.
Oh, rich. That's rich. Leave the ridiculous plates of Pansy to the Caminers song lyrics, please. Finally, something we agree on. The stamp was a murder weapon? Nonsense. Murder is a simple business. Who would go to such lengths? No one.
Oh, I disagree.
Come again?
Recall, if you would, the victim's reclusive lifestyle. Drew Misham hid from the world. He avoided meetings. His only contact with the outside world was the mail.
The mail!
Now, if you wanted to kill someone you couldn't meet, but you knew red letters, a stamp would be the perfect weapon.
Ridiculous. Where is your proof? I want proof. There was evidence that this poison stamp was sent to him as a murder weapon.
I may not have evidence per se. Things are finally starting to come together.
What is it, Apollo? Your fists are trembling.
I think I know what happened. I don't believe it, but I can see it. I think I know how Mr. Misham was killed.
Well, feel así, Mr. Justice.
A certain piece of evidence points to the truth, Your Honor. I can show you how someone with the intent to kill sent Mr. Misham the stamp of death.
Quick, Apollo. Kiss him passionately and he will surely agree.
Maybe it was the red envelope itself? Because like that's the only way that something could come in and out through the mail.
Isn't this the envelope? The one from 7 years ago?
Think about the text of the letter again. There were 2 pages in the envelope. This is page 1. And this is page 2. I want to draw your attention to one phrase in particular. Sending the closed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. The enclosed stamp, Your Honor.
Oh! In other words, if I have this straight, the stamp, poison on the stamp, lick lick gasp, end quote.
Now, what if he had done exactly as the letter asked?
He would sign the document, put it in the envelope, and put the stamp on it, right? Then he would put it in his letterbox.
15 minutes wouldn't have elapsed between affixing the stamp and mailing the letter. But the clock started ticking, and when the time came, he drew his last breath. Haha, drew. And the murder weapon would be taken away from the scene.
Quite conveniently, thanks to the postal system.
Take that! Lick lick, alright, give me Christoph Wiggering in 30 seconds.
Such a splendid imagination you have, Herr Forehead. Let me confirm one thing with you, if I might. So, this poison stamp was inside this envelope from 7 years ago. Yeah? Is that what you would have us believe? Really?
Well,
Is it a little bit of a stretch, but there's a possibility?
Yes, even small possibility. How small, I wonder. He poisoned stamp in this envelope. A stamp that then became the murder weapon. How do you intend to prove this seeming coincidence?
Well,
Ah, it was 7 years ago and we don't even know who sent that letter.
And your answer is silence, I see. Very well, I move to...
It's not nice to pick on the Frolin Clavier. Is this right?
Okay.
Ah! Ah! What was that? Ah, Emma!
Well, like my Christoph Gavin impression, I sound like him.
Don't quit your day job. Emma!
Don't you have a crime scene to be looking after, Rolling detective?
Oh, someone had to come dig you all out of the mess you're making of this case.
Mess?
You know, none of this would happen if you just trusted in science a little more. You can find out if the stamp was in that envelope, I see.
You have to explain yourself, Rolling detective.
Yell at me all you want, but science is on my side.
Glare at me all you want, but science is on my side.
It's all in the residue, right?
That's right! The poison detection spray.
Produce the red envelope at once. You can open it on the authority of the court.
Yay.
Well, would you look at that? No mistaking it. That's that quinine residue. I don't believe it. A murder weapon from the past. Now, 7 years later, it bears its fangs at last.
Absolutely outrageous. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. When did this murder take place 7 years ago?
Well,
There's one possibility. Maybe Mr. Mishman figured it out. Oh, figured what out? He realized that the person who sent that letter wanted him dead. So he sent his reply with a different stamp. And put his decisive evidence in a frame.
oh god.
Oh, you're still here.
I make a statement here on the record. I, Spark Razortooth Brussel, claim this cup as mine. Drew Mishman killed in cold blood. By sender of 7-year-old letter. End quote.
Ain't nothing but a heart. Uh-oh, the persecution argument goes down the drain. Speaking of heartaches, the one of the poor Mars indeed. They saw a glimpse of their wifey, and it crumbled apart in moments.
No, maybe something more succinct. Mr. falls after 7-year delay. End quote.
Order. There's been no room for further argument here. Though I admit this is all coming as quite a shock. The thing that the murder weapon reached his mouth after 7 years. Let's stop your ticket straight to afterlife. End quote.
Uh-oh, I think the witness is a bad influence on our judge.
I see no need for further debate on this matter. The sender of that letter 7 years ago could hardly have been our defendant.
Apollo!
I think we just won.
Very well, this court finds a defendant.
I already knew it was Emma, but I didn't want to revive this trauma.
Is this the best future of our legal system?
Prosecutor Gavin?
A ticket to the afterlife from 7 years ago. Tickets for Gaviner shows are invalid after 2 weeks.
But it doesn't make sense any other way.
It boggles my mind that so many people haven't noticed this. There's a fatal contradiction in Hellmorgan's claim.
A contradiction?
The poison stamp was placed in this envelope 7 years ago. When upon it was framed and up until now. If that's the case, then why would Drew Misham have done what he did?
Emma explained that. He must have realized it was poison.
Therein lies the rub. 7 years ago, the forger Drew Misham sensed a drop and put the stamp in a frame. I do not debate this, but this begs the question. Why 7 years later did he use that stamp on the night of the murder?
Ah,
Surely you don't mean to suggest that Mr. Misham simply forgot? He put the murder weapon in a frame of his desk for 7 years and forgot? You expect us to believe he sprang the trap on himself?
ah.
Well, I admit this is all quite shocking, myself. It does seem highly unlikely that he would fall foul of a trap. I have been sitting on his desk for 7 years.
Apollo, I don't think we're winning anymore.
Oh, I'm glad to see we're all back in the real world now. Welcome back to reality. We've been waiting for you.
Okay, then how do you explain the poison stamp that was in this envelope?
The poison stamp? What exactly is this poison stamp anyway? Again, have you brought it to court with us? I see no proof that such a thing ever existed.
What about the atroquinine in residue, huh?
Oh, I agree, that does seem to be a atroquinine residue. But her forehead, it's certainly no stamp.
Yeah, but
Even if your precious poison stamp did exist, Drew Misham never would have used it. That is all.
ugh. Me after logging off character.ai.
I believe we've come to a conclusion. Again.
Apollo, were we wrong the whole time?
I can't believe it. The poison traces match up. It can't be a coincidence.
I would like to bring some closure to this issue sometime this year. Mr. Justice,
Yes, Your Honor.
let's review the facts and see where we stand. 7 years ago, Drew Misham received a red envelope. There were traces of the poison atroquinine, I don't even know how to speak anymore, on the document inside that envelope. A similar trace was also found at the crime scene, on this tiny picture frame. The defense has indicated the possibility of a yellow envelope. An envelope that left the scene of the crime with the poison stamp on it.
Yes, but even if this envelope contained a poison stamp, and Drew Misham, knowing this, put it in a frame, he never would have used that stamp.
I'm afraid you're right. Which means that there is a fatal flaw in the defense's case.
I've been on the wrong track this whole time, I'm sure of it. The traces of atroquinine, the envelope, the frame, and Drew Misham's mysterious death. They're all connected somehow.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have a conclusion for us?
The defense stands by its case, Your Honor. We've seen that the logical outcome of the evidence makes no sense. Which means that one of our clues must be a fake.
Oh, a fake clue. Fascinating. And if we find this fake, your wild fantasy will prove quite reasonable, yeah?
The fake clue that's thrown us off the poison trail is none other than...
The victim was a fake clue. I'm afraid I don't understand.
I'll explain. We have an envelope, a frame, and a mug linked by poison. That all makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the victim himself.
Congratulations, you have completely lost me.
My neighbor is playing piano at 12:30 a.m. in the middle of the night. What the fuck?
So the fake evidence is none other than the master of fake himself, the forger. It makes a good story, I'll give you that.
Fake clue. Fakes. Forgeries.
Ah, I know that face. That's the I just had an idea face.
I don't know if I'm right, but I'm going with it anyway. What if our forger is the fake?
Come again?
7 years ago, our forger sniffed a trap and stepped aside. 7 years passed. Now the forger stumbles into that very same trap and dies. Why?
That's what I want to know.
Because the forger who was killed was a fake.
Here we are again. The victim was a fake.
One forger smelled the trap. One forger fell into the trap. That's two forgers, and one of them was a fake.
Order, order, order.
So you are telling us that Drew Misham, the victim, was a fake? Well, if he was the fake, who was the real forger? You better not be claiming there was some kind of switcheroo.
I'm afraid you're going to have to back up your story. Mr. Justice, show us just who the real Drew Misham was.
If Drew Misham wasn't the real forger, there's only one other person it could have been. Understood, Your Honor. Forger Drew Misham was himself a forgery. The real forger was Vera Misham. There can be only one explanation, really. The real identity of the forger known as Drew Misham is none other than his only daughter, Vera Misham.
Order, order, order. Mr. Justice, this is going out on a limb even for you.
I can agree. I mean, Vera y forger?
Let's consider it before you write it off entirely. If you look at the paintings in the studio, one fact becomes quite clear. Forgery had been taking place in that studio for quite some time. The forger wasn't caught in that trap 7 years ago. This can only mean that the one who was caught in the trap wasn't the forger.
Well, actually, that does make a certain kind of sense.
One more thing. Only 2 sets of fingerprints were found in the forger's studio. Drew Misham's and Vera Misham's. Got the name, Pam? Vera as truthful because this case it uses... But in this case uses real, yes. She is the true forger. If we know that Drew Misham wasn't the forger, that leaves only one possibility, by process of elimination. The forger was Vera Misham. Well?
Fascinating.
Vera Misham. You've been paying attention to the trial so far.
Let's just ask her and be done with it, shall we? Who are you? Who is the forger, Drew Misham? Drew.
Was that an expression of emotion I saw on her face? She's staring holes in the prosecutor Gavin's face.
I'm used to being stared at by Frolins, believe me. Though they usually talk to me too. Tell us, were you the one who forged those works of art?
Yes.
Oh, so the forger Drew Misham was you?
Yes, it was me.
Oh. What?
I need the case to stop. I need to sleep. The court was in an uproar, and it wasn't coming down. I had to break for a 10-minute recess. Oh, thank God. Phew, that was a mouthful. I didn't want this to go on for so long, but I thought that we were like close enough, you know? Alright. No, please. I am off of here. El don de la oportunidad Zarco, ya. Alright, chat. Thank you for being here. And sorry for the long stream. Allow me to... There we go. Allow me to send you off somewhere. Uy, voy a dejar esto por aquí. Tengo miedo. Who should I do first? Sí, band 6. Okay, chat. So... I'm going to go and raid my good friend Timbo the Wizard. They are playing Lethal Company. They are doing a community stream with their lovely community. And we're going to go and do a Thark raid. Timbo the Wizard. There we go. Remember, you can do Thark raid, the message, and you can add Nikos emotes made by the wonderful Nameless. There we go. Dark raid. You can copy copy and paste that message when we get to their chat. Hey, I've been bonked only 5 times this life. Next time it will be 10. Well, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow for more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Good night, everyone. Have a good one. See you all tomorrow. Bye.